on stream.
Well, beautiful. My music didn't start until right now, and let me see.
Welcome to the internet.
Good evening, internet, and welcome to the Liberation of Aerillon, featuring Dungeon Master Sean.
Yeah, is that what we're playing?
Aster.
No,
I don't feel like we're liberating anything right now.
I would like to welcome everybody.
We're liberating this.
I would like to welcome everybody to Critical Role.
Oh yeah, did you see they're doing a bunch of new stuff? So maybe we're just part of the network.
No, it's this is Critical Role, ROLE, because you guys all get to play your own roles, and make your own characters. So it's different.
How did you spell that?
So
what's going to happen today is
What stuff?
I actually forgot that's what it was, Dom.
Okay, who's sharing their screen? Stop that.
I was going to share the Roll20 screen.
No, please don't.
He has a setup.
Stop it.
Okay. So, I don't think we need to do much recap here. This is just a continuation of our last session, unless you would like me to, anybody.
Good.
I'm good, sir. We just got attacked by a freaking mimic.
We are in the ruins. There was an exploding man. Another
He gets
acid thing.
He didn't
three
explode.
Weird beaked, tentacled serpents in a church room, and a living or cursed or something altar that has sprung upon our friend.
Yes. So, currently, you find yourselves within a small church area. We're going to try that one more time.
Just a sec, we're gonna play that back. Just go one more time, everybody. Just one more time. Zero.
You find yourselves within an old, decrepit church. Old pews rotting beside you. The stonework from the walls, the roof, the floors, all appear of the same solid, dark stone. There is nothing intricate, no beautiful designs from these stones. The stones are not tiled thin, they are all thick slabs. You would not be able to see anything down here if not for the light that is currently being provided by Aster's spells, I believe.
Yes.
I think we're missing Aster right now. Oh, he's back.
I think most people would be able to see. There we go. That's what I meant to do. I think most people would be able to see, aside from Aster and Flex.
No, you guys can see. You have light.
I know that other people have dark vision, but yeah, just that you guys currently have actual physical light emanating around.
Quite bright. These creatures seemed unconcerned or unaware of it.
Indeed.
Yes, Aster is currently glowing in a 10 and 10 foot radius, and Flex's mask is currently glowing in a 20 and 20 foot radius.
Are you okay there, man? That, I mean, Stars was supposed to sacrifice.
You're cutting out for me?
I'll fix it.
I'm okay, thank you very much. Oh.
You should buy my microphone setup.
Never thought I'd see a mimic. It's pretty cool. God, that was a pretty cool mimic.
Not the mimic, the altar of where one would pray. Oh, this is foul. Deceitful. I hate it.
Which has been first foiled. Are you doing okay over there, Singorn?
Give me 10 minutes. I need to pray.
Oh,
And
Laying...
the mimic. The mimic.
sorry, I'm just. Singorn's going to kneel down, cross, kind of as he can with the armor, sit down, and he's essentially taking out his little hammer, and he's he's like essentially talking to himself, and he's like slamming his hammer against an invisible surface as he prays, essentially, as he's mimicking being in the forge where he would pray.
Mimicking?
And I'm essentially doing, for ritually casting, after 10 minutes, I am casting Prayer of Healing for everyone.
You cannot ritually cast Prayer of Healing.
Are you sure?
It just has a long cast time.
Oh.
Yeah, it costs a spell slot. I think you're the only one currently injured?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. I just had some sap balls and feeling right as rain.
Instead of doing that, then he's still going to be praying, but he's going to essentially he's still doing the same motion, but after a while he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself at
I can just. You should save your efforts to slay our foes. You're a little more capable at that than I, and I feel like I could patch you up if you're that severely hurt.
Aster, if he wants to heal himself, maybe you should just let him heal himself.
I suppose.
I appreciate the offer, but I need to do this for myself. I need this moment with my god, especially in this place which has been desecrated.
Looking down the hole. What's down the hole?
The hole right in front of you. Sorry, just the hole right in front of you is a dark, muddy, ground-filled hole. It is not go deep into the other respites of the church like the cavern past has. This appears to be broken through, almost more of a tunnel that you are seeing here. It is about 5 feet deep, 5 feet wide, and seems to go down about 10 feet and then sharply turns off to the left, underneath where you currently stand.
It looks like this is probably where those snakes, how they got in here.
Right.
So let's avoid going down there for now.
I agree. Let's take a look at these paradors, make sure they're not rigged, or Aster will point to the altar, like that one. Maybe I'll take a look, see if there's any remains in the altar aside from, itself. Taking a look at the altar, does there seem to be... I know in the picture it has like a bowl of bones on it, but in the remains, is there anything? Or are there like hidden bones underneath it or something?
Inspecting, just make an investigation for a roll for me in addition, please.
17.
All right, as you inspect the altar, still standing, but more slumped over, what still appears to be the stone of the altar has a slump revealing the skin of the mimic that you have slain. The altar itself appears to have a couple what appears to be chicken bones, small animal bones, of the like, but inspecting closer as you go to try to pull from them, they're physically stuck to the bowl. They are not bones, they appear melded to the bowl itself and to the mimic. But as you inspect, look around, you do notice, Aster, the tiles that the altar currently stands upon are slightly raised, just a couple inches, just an inch taller than the tiles around the rest of the floor around you.
I will point that out. Well, it seems like either this place is raised for an altar, or maybe it's jammed something underneath the stones. Anybody want to take a look with me? Maybe most folks should stand back and just be careful. It could be, I don't know. There could be another one down there.
Yeah, and
the stones themselves could be another one.
Ruslem's...
Watch your feet, everybody.
Ruslem's gonna come on over and assist.
So what would you like me to do?
Well, first off, we got to get this altar out of the way.
So,
Okay. So I'm going to go over to the side that Sig is on, and I'm going to push the altar over towards the dead body of the snake.
Can I use prestidigitation to snuff the fire?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You can, sorry, that's something we should have addressed at the end of last session, as the fire eventually would have burned itself out from the pew with nothing else for it to light after, but with a quick raise of your hands, the fire slowly dims and dissipates. So it doesn't take you too long at all, Ruslem, to take this altar, this mimic, and push it. It's not nearly as heavy as what an actual stone altar would be, and you're, without much difficulty at all, able to shove the carcass off to the side.
Big reveal.
What you notice now inspecting this tile, it does, as mentioned, is just an inch higher than the tile around. But there does appear to be just a few inches, just about yay amount of space between the tiles there and the surrounding tile. Not enough to fully get your hands in to try to pull, but if you had something thin, some type of crowbar or the like, you would likely be able to pry and pull this apart.
So I think it's one of two things. It's either I step on it and we all die, because it's a trap, or we pull it out and there's something hidden underneath.
Well, I don't think you stepping on it would do much, because, well, there were just that big altar thing sitting on it.
Okay. I guess.
I was a little worried that maybe moving it off would do something, but clearly this feller's been moving around a little. And it's got a way out, but I'd like to get underneath. I just lack the kit. Perhaps if we were to spend an hour, Singorn could make us like a pick or a crowbar or something.
Or I'm going to pull out both of my short swords, and we're going to put it down either side, and someone needs to help Ruslem as we like squish the stone and like lift up from either side. Is someone able to?
That'd be flex. I've got mass, but not muscle.
So I'm going to put one sword on the side. I'm going to like drop it down. I'm going to walk over to the other side and put the sword down, but I'm going to be holding it, and I'm just going to...
Flex, let's go. Just a little bit of
You
muscle.
want to pull this out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
All right, let's do it, muscles.
Where are you pulling from? Are you pulling from the two sides or the front?
The swords are going in from the two sides, and then what we're gonna do is like try to wedge it with the swords and like lift up and use the swords to kind of slide up underneath it if it has an underneath.
Okay. Can I have the two of you both make athletics rolls for me?
Oh, 19. Oh, plus stuff. 19 on the die. And athletics 23.
21.
Okay. So, the two of you, with great strength from either side, push your short swords through. Start to try to pry and pull, trying to elevate to give some type of leverage as you pull the stone slab up. As you start to pull, you manage to get it a little less than a foot up. And you can feel your swords starting to bend and give to the pressure. You could reach your hands underneath to try to pull the rest of the way now.
Oh,
But you're just... the swords are starting to be damaged.
Ruslem's gonna motion to Aster.
Aster, come here, hold the sword. I'm going to give it a bit of a bear hug.
So...
Yeah, Aster will come over, kind of put a hand as best he can under the stone, and then a hand on the short sword.
So just hold it, don't let it go.
And I'm going to kind of walk around
to... on your side? Okay.
So and then while they're doing that, I'm coming around to the very front of it now, and I'm doing like one of these and just like straight up squat, trying to lift it up.
As he's passing by, Aster will provide him with the sign of the clover, a D4 bonus on this roll you might have to make.
Okay, can you make another athletics roll for me, please?
19.
19 total?
Yeah, total.
Okay. So, as you sit there, deep breaths, you're able to grab and haul this stone. And as you start to pull it out towards you, the two swords have become bent now. Where once they have actually started to temper and turn a little bit. They are not going to be as effective for you. But you're able to grab and pull the stone towards you as it falls with a sharp thud against the stone as you drag it the rest of the way. What you now stand before is a 10-foot hole with stone steps leading down half a flight to another set of thick iron doors.
Are they barred?
Not from your side, no.
Aster kind of grins a little and, putting the hairs on the back of my neck and, well, the rest of my fur is standing on edge. I can't deny this is kind of exciting. Men?
Secret passageways behind mimics is it's just like in the stories.
Aster grabs his chronicle and jots down a few lines. Do we want to check these doors or just take a peek below? I can listen to see if anything's down.
I just burned 2 short swords. We're checking the door.
Oh, you still got an axe?
Ah!
And those little kitty claws. I can give you my staff if need be, of course.
I'm okay without a twig, thank you.
And I'll start to kind of make my way in that direction. Is this very dark? What's the lighting in here right now? Like without the spells?
Without the spells, it is pitch black. There is no light. There is no windows within this.
So I can see 60 feet though. Then
in a cave underground.
So with that in mind,
you do know. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I actually don't have anything to add right now.
It sounded like you did though.
I was about to, and then I realized I'm talking. No, I was talking for the sake of talking. I don't have anything.
Mercer,
Speak.
are you sure? I mean, Sean?
Speak.
So
Knowing that I have dark vision, I would like to take the lead down these small flight of stairs.
Well, first, Min, you want to check the left door? I'll check the right.
Yeah, stab it. I got here. I'll throw a dagger at each one to see if it's a mimic.
You're throwing it at the doors?
Yeah.
At like the upstairs doors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aster just wants to like listen at these doors, see if we can hear anybody or something.
All right. At your doors, Min, you throw your daggers, embedding them into the wood doors here. These are not iron doors. These are simple wood doors. You can actually look through the one as a good about foot chunk is missing from the middle of this door. But if you can still throw your daggers through, the daggers strike and go right into the wood and actually are going to pass directly through the wood. Not illusion wise, but just the force of your daggers combined with the brittleness of this door.
Cool. Well,
meanwhile, Aster, listening on your side, you do not hear anything coming from the side. Very similar, your doors, wooden, decrepit, mostly falling apart.
All right. I don't like the idea of leaving these behind us, but perhaps the less we explore, at least for the moment, the better. Ruslem, you're heading. Oh, I see you're heading down.
In front of you, Ruslem, as mentioned, are thick iron doors, very much like the ones when you first entered this church, cathedral, whatever, from the first room you encountered in these ruins. There is no space in between the walls and the floor. The doors are sealed tight.
Okay, can Flex fit down here with me?
Yes.
To your
Flex,
breast.
could you come down here and shed some light on the subject for me, please?
Both of you can fit down there as the roof above you starts to slant down. It's only about 6 feet tall, so both of you have to hunch a little bit as you make your way underneath.
Hunch a little bit. That's fucking 2 feet difference there, bud.
Come on there, buddy.
Going out
Jeez.
for a rip, are you, bud?
They dicked her with the height of the ceiling, eh?
Flex, what do you think? Do we open this door, or do we keep it sealed while we search the floor above?
I think we keep it closed and make sure everything is handled above. We don't need to have a bunch of fuckery going on.
Okay, let's go. Back and speak with the group.
And then I just turn and look at Flex and wait for him to converse with the team. Letting him bring it up.
There's a door.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yep. Which door do we pick?
Well, I mean, this one's got a hole in it. I can see right through.
Huh?
This one's got a hole in it. I can see right through it. What do I see looking through the hole in the door? You said there's a big hole in one of the doors, right?
Yes. Looking, you see just a 15-foot corridor in front of you. On the one wall, you can see a couple sconces where torches used to sit. But other than that, nothing else in this room from where you can see.
It's a room or a hallway?
You can see a hallway. It appears that it curves down to the right, but all you see is a hallway. You don't see any doors or anything.
It's just a hallway, guys. You wanna go check it out before we go back down there?
Oh, come on. You don't want to head down right now? I'm feeling it.
No, that's the most solid door, I think. We can
And Flex goes over to the door that the Aster's beside, and he... Is this a wood door too?
Yes.
And he opens it up.
All right. How do you open it?
Does it open outwards or inwards?
Inward.
Okay, then I open it nicely. Yeah, I'm not going to boot that sumbitch down. That'd be bad.
Yeah, life for thin.
And then just to be look at Minnie like
wafer thin,
and I'm just gonna give it like a light tap with my hand, like a good 10% little with my hand. Yeah.
Your hand basically punches through, even with a little bit. Like the door starts to cave, not completely, but the wood bends and breaks around your hand as you push.
Well, life for thin.
I guess you weren't kidding.
So
Flex, as you open the doors there, you two encounter just a hallway.
Does it curve to the left?
It curves down to the left, just as yours appears to curve down to the right from your side, Min. Aster, you do notice, though, right away, on this tile here, there is a very clear pressure plate. A tile standing a good 5 inches higher than anything else.
I see any holes in the closer far walls, or...
Looking, you see nothing in the walls. The roof above, you appear to see what looks like a thin wooden latch above the door, above the Sorry, right above the tile.
Right. Lux, watch your step. Whoever used to live here had a few surprises kept in case of burglars. Aster will point out the tile.
Yeah, but what if we step on it? What do you think happens?
That's a great question. I was wondering the same thing. Do you want to stand back? I've got a quarter staff. I could try to poke it from about 5 feet away.
Yeah, poke it with a stick. Poke it with a stick.
What the fuck is going on over there?
I don't know.
And
What are you poking with a stick? Is there a dead thing?
and I
over
go
there?
don't know.
and I go to this, like, not to be in front of the doorway, and I'm like, Aster, get to the other side and reach around. Give it the old reach around.
Oh fuck! That is not the. Oh shit! I'm stuck here. I've got this fucking extra drawing here. There we go. All right, Aster will move for no good reason. Upon Flex's suggestion, sort of behind the door here, and reach. And
What's
first
poking?
off, gently tap,
I mean,
With
get
a
out of the
staff.
doorway. We don't know what we're poking.
and then he will more firmly push. If he'll gesture for Min and Ruslem to move a little. They're in the open.
What? I want to see what happens.
I'm gonna hide behind the big blue thing.
You can see what happens without looking right at it. Like, come on, use your head.
Flex, I wouldn't talk, Flex. You're standing right next to it.
No, I'm on the other side of the door.
Yeah,
Peek
there's
around the
like a
corner to
door.
see you.
The piece of
It's like
paper.
a
Press
that
it already!
stands in
God
front of
damn
me.
it!
No.
The flimsy wood door.
there's like a wooden
talking-
door like
Oh.
here or something. No?
Yeah, but
The wooden door is
I believe we established it's made of paper at this point.
the doors would be like there right now.
Okay.
No.
Oh, so they open outward.
Yeah.
Aster will motion for
They open into the next room.
Okay,
Aster will
that's it.
motion for everybody else to move like even further back, just in case. Like
No,
Like,
I'm
he'll
right
see-
up here. We're in this together.
What could it
Let's
be?
go.
Come on, it's a pressure like it's a pressure plate for a trap. What's it gonna do? Shoot a laser beam? Like
I don't know. Why don't you go step on it then?
Okay, out of frustration of waiting, Ruslem walks over to one of the dead snake bodies and picks it up. And he comes over here with his 10 feet of
even
range
better.
and slams
No,
it
poke
down
it
on the
with a
switch.
stick.
you throw it on it?
No, you are saying Aster before you were saying Aster you were going to push this with your stick.
Yeah.
Push it.
He asked Aster first when to tap it, and then he was going to push down on it harder if that did not work.
Yeah.
So I will take that initiative first here,
Okay.
just because it was stated first. But Aster, yeah, your first little tap doesn't seem to do much, but if you start to push some weight onto it, the plate pushes down, and the wooden trap door from above is going to open. A glass container and what appears to be a gallon of liquid is going to crash to the ground, shattering as what appears to be water splashes all around the floor around you.
That's it?
Does it seem to be? Does it smell like blessed water?
Make a religion roll for me.
Uh, 16.
With a 16, though old and musty, you do detect the faint, almost herbal, bright smell that you would associate with some type of holy water.
Aster will kind of like, he will avoid touching it, and he'll see, oh, you see, there's little flecks of silver in there. It's blessed water.
Let's keep the bad
Slightly.
guys out. But we're the good guys, right? So I mean, like,
Well, I mean, I suppose, you want to touch it then? Prove it?
yeah. Can I do like a quick like intelligence check or something knowing that my patron is a water djinn?
Sure, you can.
Is this
An intelligence to try to figure out what if you believe this water to be harmful.
Yeah,
Sure, make an intelligence roll from.
it doesn't have to be intelligence. I just don't know what it would be. That's a 3 plus like 2. So
I mean, you really don't. It looks like water. Aster tells you that it's holy water, so it probably shouldn't hurt you.
cool. I'll touch it.
All right, can you make a Constitution save for me, please?
Yeah, I can. 13 plus 2, 16, 15.
Okay. With that roll, you're able to avoid any of the little glass shards that are around the water. And as you place your hand comes back wet with water glistening on it. Your hand feels no different, no cleaner, no acid, no pain, just
See, guys,
water.
it's just water. Come on.
Yeah, and then I think we begin to press down that hallway, that corridor.
Yep. That was boring.
Well, it tells us something a little more about this place. They're feared of fiends, the dead.
Yeah, I guess they don't like baths around here. Either does the cat.
At least a cat can give himself a bath. You
Jared,
just
if you're around, I'm
Right.
dragging Singorn to follow us.
also,
Sorry, I was like, why aren't you guys going any further than that? But there's nothing to see further than that, is there?
if Singorn
You would be
Sean.
correct.
What is this no fucking lighting thing? Dynamic
Oh
lighting.
no.
This is fine.
what is this that we see?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
As you start to move down with Ruslem and Min in front, after you don't get there in time to see a tendril come from the ceiling, and this is going to latch at you first, Ruslem.
Hey, let me hurry first next time.
Ruslem, you are going to take 10 bludgeoning damage and 5 acid.
Just a second.
These things again?
Are we rolling
How
initiative?
much of my damage am I taking?
Yes, please. 10 bludgeoning, 5 acid.
God, that's a lot.
15. You didn't even ask me the roll to hit.
It hit. Okay, I'm sorry. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Did you roll that with advantage, Sean?
I did.
Oh, okay. I was like, 'cause
22.
it could crit.
I got to 22.
Oops, sorry. 2.
I have an idea.
Well,
I wonder if we back up and let it roll over the holy water if it dies.
I think it's possible, but
Or let's just kill it.
it's old holy water. We're gonna take like a lot of hits. You're stuck in there with it.
Sure enough. Okay. Sorry. Did you say roll for initiative?
Yes, please. Everybody.
You might be slow. Like it's quite possible that the best way to handle these things is to just run back and let Min and Singorn beat it up with their spells and daggers. Because then we don't have to worry about it exploding on us. Like it's quite possible that that's the best way to do it. I have a 10 for initiative.
19.
Flex, Singord. Oh, we lost
5.
We lost Jer.
Singorn is praying. He's very deeply impressed. After
Singorn
he
has
saw
a-
your swords get bent, he felt he needed to pray further.
Singorn has a 13. If that's fine.
I'm cool with that. We will just put a pin in that and see what happens until then. All right.
When it
So
comes to his turn, I can just toll the dead for him.
we will start with Min, as once more a green ooze descends from the ceiling, splitting apart. A tendril is going to first lash at, catching you in the neck, Ruslem, as you feel your skin burn from the acid. And as it slaps down between you and the party. Min, it's your turn to attack.
First, I want to see if there's any more, like in the ceiling where this one. Like, if I look up, do I see anything else?
Looking, you do not see another one immediately coming, although there's not a lot of space within this room. The room you currently find yourselves in appears to be either a bit of a storage room or study. As to the side, you see two decrepit old bookshelves, mostly scorched, a few books remaining, as well as on the ground, a series of other papers, old, yellowed, brittle, mostly broken, as well as what appears to be a stone-shaped spear.
Okay. Standing straight
Is
up.
it broken like in the Roll20?
It is essentially together. It is.
What do you mean broken? It's not broken in Roll20.
Is it not? I thought it was.
It looks a little bent.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's actually no. It's that's the shadow.
That's the
Yeah,
shadow. Yeah, I see.
Cool. Cool. I will stabby stab.
Big.
11 and 8 on the die is 17 and 14.
Both of those will hit.
Ten, 11 plus 4 is 15 psychic damage and 2
Okay.
cold.
Too cold.
Yeah, I didn't realize I'm supposed to be doing cold damage with my genie thing.
Right.
I thought it was just 2 additional damage of the damage type, like rage would be or something like that. So I
Oh.
apologize.
No, good.
And then I got 1 plus 4 is 5 with the second.
Okay. So, your 2 daggers embedded within this jelly, as it
They're not
starts to
bad. The
twist.
second they hit, they disappear.
But the first impact causes it to wiggle and violently shake before they once again disappear from the ooze. Ruslem.
Oh, can I move?
Oh, of course.
Can I move through it or no?
No, you cannot.
Okay, let him hit me.
I'll just back up then.
The ooze takes up the entire hallway. If you were to try to move through it, you would have to literally force your way through the ooze itself, which you could attempt to try to do.
I'm sure that would hurt and not feel pleasant. I'm gonna back up a bit and be like, it's not one of those ooze things.
It's going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I have mobile. I attacked it.
You have mobile. You have mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Ruslem,
Mm-hmm.
it is your turn.
Do I notice anything different about this slime, or is it just like all the other ones we fought?
It appears, like all the others, a large, amorphous green ooze.
Okay, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
So, and then I'm gonna pull out my great axe, and I'm going to hit it with it.
Okay.
17.
That will hit.
Okay. Nine plus 5 is 13 plus another 2 because of my rage. 15 damage.
Yep. Okay. Okay, as you cleave right through the ooze, separating it, it is going to split into 2 of half size. But they still stand. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna like ready myself for it to attack me back. I don't think that means anything,
Okay.
but that's okay. Yep, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, the ooze is going to, in turn, approach two of you.
Ruslem gets an attack of opportunity.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's
Why?
got a reach of 10
Oh, you
feet.
gotta reach a 10 feet. God damn it.
Yeah.
Does my ancestral protector go on both of them now?
Oh.
Because I hit it
Ooh.
as a single one and then it split, but I've technically hit them both.
They're both like under the condition.
One of them will have it. They are two creatures.
No. They were one though. And I caused them both to split. Okay, one will have it.
The outer one has the ancestral protector, but the one that was disgorged from within is not.
Okay. No,
No,
we're good.
just give me. No,
No,
give me 1 minute. No, ready.
Apparently the new guy's being very difficult.
Welcome to the club.
Both of them are going to have it.
Cool.
Which means they have disadvantage on their rolls and deal half damage. Or we have resistance to the damage.
To
so
you
if we
guys,
already have
not
resistance for some.
not to me.
Correct.
So these are going to attempt attack.
This strange bugbear spirit stands between us and these two creatures.
Min.
Yeah, 17.
17 AC, that is going to hit. That is just going to hit. Wait, sorry. Yeah, sorry. 17 for you, and it's going to be an 18 for you, Aster.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just got like a 16.
Both of you, sorry, Min, you're going to take 9 bludgeoning, rounded down to 4,
Okay.
and rounded down 2 acid damage.
6 total.
Cool.
And Aster, you're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage, that is rounded down, and 3 acid.
What the fuck? That burns. Kill it.
You do feel, though, as these things strike you, a somewhat unseen force push back a little bit as the blobs go to attack you and lessen the blow and provide a bit of comfort as the acid washes over you. Which now leads us to Singorn's turn.
If we still do not have Singorn, Singorn will point at one and swing his hammer against his shield, and the sound of a ringing bell will sound over one of the two.
All the dead?
Yeah, and Toll the Dead. So one makes a wisdom save, DC 14, or it takes...
Left or right?
Right.
That is going to fail.
All right, well,
Joe is
it's
here to
okay.
see it.
It's okay because I'm the one rolling the Toll the Dead damage, so it takes 2 on a D12.
All right. As bells ring and a few pieces of ooze fall off. All right. Aster.
Well, as a bonus action, Aster's gonna cast a healing word. He just shuts as he points at Min. Is Aster still glowing? It was 10 minutes. He had 87-ish rounds left at the end of last session.
For this combat, it's still up. It is.
Right, then Aster will
in another
cast.
minute or two, it may.
Yeah, like it's fading after this. All right, with the fading constellation upon his body, Aster will shout "Bo" and cast a healing word on Min for 11 points of healing.
Oh, thank
Which
God! I
is-
thought that was gonna scar.
The max. And on himself for he gets the star's little puff for 6 points of healing. And then as an action,
Who gets the healing? Did
Pardon?
you say me?
no, me
No.
and we're the ones that are about to take acid damage from these two creatures exploding. Aster will cast as well a Toll the Dead on the injured, the one that was already told. He will try to usher it to its grave, so it makes the same DC 14 Wisdom save.
Okay. It is going to fail
8 points of damage
on the right one.
on the right one. That has taken 2 points of Toll the Dead.
As the right one, as the bell once again rings and echoes, more ooze is going to peel and fall off, and more until it just seems to wither away.
It does not explode.
It does not explode.
That is incredibly good for this, and that is Aster's turn.
Actually, you should run, you fool.
Which is Flex.
With
You're now
mass.
to flex.
Any of you guys got something sharp I can borrow?
Not at the moment. You got your bow?
And Flex notches an arrow.
Sadly imagining slamming this ooze into the ground.
It's not very satisfying. And
That is going to
13
be
hit.
that is going to be disadvantage to hit.
Why?
Is it not?
It says +2 to AC if it's just the
Yeah.
allies being in the way.
Yeah, if there's something within 5 feet of you, is it not
No,
disadvantage?
but he's not
on the-
attacking. It's what you're attacking is within 5 feet. Because I can literally just slap the bow while he's aiming at me.
Not if any enemy is within melee of you and you make a ranged
Okay.
attack.
Your
But it does
attack
have
will
+2 to its AC because we're in the way.
Your attack will hit. Even with a 13, yeah.
These creatures are not very nimble.
What do you mean there's a +2? That's not 5e. They don't have +2s.
Half
Yeah,
quarter
they do.
cover.
Cover?
Quarter cover.
Cover does.
No,
cover
that's not how 5e works.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I mean, it really
8
is.
damage.
But
I'm memeing, boys. It's just... I just missed 3.5, okay?
All right. Your arrow is going to pierce as this final ooze quivers and shakes. And can I have all of you please make a dex save for me, please?
all?
All.
What about Singorn, who's 15 feet away?
Singorn's okay, yes.
Okay. Good, because I'm assuming he's got a +0. Aster has a 7.
I got a 15 on the die
Oh.
plus
Big number.
6.
I got
21.
a 7 total.
I got a 15.
High five, Ruslem.
All right. Flex and Aster, the two of you take 6 acid damage, while the rest of you only take 3.
Here goes my heal.
Now, question: is it halved for me and Aster?
Is it still...
This
This
isn't
is
an
still-
attack.
No. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
How much do I take?
Yeah.
6.
Oh, this slime and really
As the acid
sticks
explodes,
to my hair.
You notice if a few of the pages on the ground are going to hizzle and hiss as acid splashes upon them.
Aster will sort of step up to Ruslem, who is very injured, and ask, scars or no scars?
Scars just tell a story. It does not bother me.
And he'll just start counting out little resin droplets, tears of Kaios, good berries for Ruslem to consume. Just send me how many you need. They're 4 each.
I took 21 points of damage. So
That's 5?
5, please.
5. That's a lot.
And Ruslem's gonna like put them in his hand, and he's just gonna like shove them all in his mouth, and just like the most.
Technically, it takes an action to eat one.
Oh.
You gotta.
Okay.
So you're spending a good like 30-second chewing on these, and they're gumming out your teeth.
Ruslem is this giant man with these very small berries, and he's just picking one up at a time, and just like.
Wait, Josh, did you make your check?
Did I what?
Did you make your save, your deck save?
Yeah, I rolled a
he
7.
took the full 6.
Did you roll with advantage?
No,
Oh,
why would I
you're
roll with
raging.
advantage?
Raging.
No, you were a
No,
barbarian.
he's danger sense. He's a
You
barbarian.
have danger sense. Your fur stands on end. You have
What?
advantage on deck saves against things you can see.
When did I get danger sense?
At level 2.
Second level.
Oh, what? What?
It's part of.
It's not on my board. That's okay. It's my fault. I missed it. I will take
Blame
the full
Tyler.
hit. I'm
No,
just
You know
still.
what? If you would have used the app like I suggested way long ago, you know what? It would have been there. Instead, you trusted Tyler.
No, don't.
This is what you get.
No, I said to blame Tyler. It's already done, Tyler. You
It
can't
doesn't
blame
matter.
him.
I've eaten the good berries, and I'm
Yeah,
totally
that
good.
wouldn't make
In the
that much
future.
difference.
I'm
You
good.
know, I thought you barbarians were supposed to be good at dodging stuff.
Aster will eat a couple.
I thought you'd
Thought
be
I
good
was
at
too.
doing
I rolled
damage.
a fucking 15 with 15 didn't.
Redslem, next time, use that spear over there. Stop cutting these things in half. I don't want 2 of them exploding on me when we should 1.
Wait, what'd you roll on your deck save there, Brennan? A 15?
I rolled a 15.
You only take 3. Who? I thought 2 people rolled 7.
No, Aster did.
Ruslem
Oh,
did.
sorry. I may have misspoken there. It was Aster and Ruslem who should have taken 6 damage.
Yeah, and I did.
Flex, you should have only taken 3. Sorry.
Yeah, but I've eaten my good
Okay.
berries, and I'm back up to 50
Well,
now.
I moved past him and I grabbed the spear. I need something. This is getting boring.
Is the spear like just lying on the ground?
Yes, it is. You see roughly a 7-foot tall spear lying on the ground. The actual hilt of it, simple, but the spear itself, the spearhead, has a series of very thin, intricate etches to it and almost spirals up to the tip.
Fucking key.
How thick is the spearhead?
Flat. Sorry, the spiraling is more on like the knock themselves as opposed to like a.
Is it like roughly yay wide?
Yeah.
And is it roughly yay thick?
Yes.
It's a
We'll
key.
see.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a key.
We're all picking up what you're laying down, but
Hey,
I'm
Singorn.
taking it.
Was that what you were trying to do the whole time? That thing with your shield and the thing, and then like the monster foot looked like it got hurt?
Yeah, what? Sorry.
You gotta toll the dead off on the
Toll the
thing to kill it.
Oh, the dead did not fail. Did not succeed this time.
Oh.
Like
Wait, is it something in front of us? No.
You got another ooze attacked in this room.
Oh, where is it?
Focus. Let's see what the
it's it.
spear does.
Oh,
Oh,
you've
okay.
really been out of it, alright. Oh.
I was in another world for some reason. I don't understand.
Your
Well,
god
it's
must have
fine.
been speaking to you for some time. Well, that's one room down. Let's take out the other side.
That's quite the
No,
quest. No,
spear.
We're checking. This shit's a key. Let's
Well,
go.
what if there's another key in the next room? Another
Blah,
lock in the
blah,
next
blah,
room?
blah, 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 blah.
Let's
Blah,
go.
blah, blah, blah.
Wait, where
Stuart
are we
just
going?
wants to start shoveling books into his bag before everybody leaves.
Sean, I can't
Anything-
take
and
the spear.
If
Sean,
they
I can't-
break, they break.
Sean, I can't take it. Sean, I'm trying to take it.
I got you.
I'm
Take
Really digging your red color, Sean, by the way. It's the evil DM kind of look. It's very
Okay, well-
YouTuber-y. Should be your channel.
seemed a little more appropriate right now. Jared, in this room they found a large flat stone spear.
Oh, did they take it? Did we have
Yes.
it?
Yes,
Yes.
and I'm not even waiting. I'm jamming it in the hole.
Just before they all start heading out,
Yeah.
before Aster's left alone in here, he just starts grabbing papers and books as best he can, shovel them into a sack.
Wait up! Wait for me!
All right, most of the papers, like as you start to grab some at first,
Yeah.
a couple of them just like break apart in your hand the moment you like go to like grab at them.
Yeah.
So if you try to be a little more careful with some, you could try to scoop and kind of lightly like.
Aster's just opening a sack, moving up to the bookshelf, and anything that survives, survives. Anything that doesn't, doesn't.
Okay, can you roll a D100 for me, please?
Sure, I can do that.
This is a first for me.
Okay, so it rolled in like the corner of my thing, and I got a 0 on the ones, and I saw a 0 and a rounded number on the tens, and I thought I rolled 000, but it's a 60.
Oh, okay.
It's an even
That's
60.
cool.
I was like, whoa, but no, it's just an even 60.
Okay. You managed to, if you're not taking a look right now, but you do manage to recover over half of the documents that appear that they're at least something you can make a note for later that will be somewhat legible or at least notable to have.
So
With that as well, you are going to notice you are actually going to find a scroll within there as well as going to fall out of a book. The scroll seems perfectly fine. Actually, sorry, you're going to find 3 scrolls.
Ooh.
Ooh. Can I ask a quick
Aster
question?
will keep this to himself for now and wink at Singorn as the two of them leave the room.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Good find.
Always.
So what would happen if he actually did roll a 000? Would it just be like the ultimate in fails and everything just bursts into flame, or
Who knows?
Who's zeros?
Could have been,
I want to see
Could have
that.
been-
It's 100, my dude.
you know, like could have been a ring falls out of one, could have been a poisonous spiders in there and it bites my hand or something. Could be anything.
Okay,
Anyways,
cool.
on
Sorry,
to the spear folk. Sorry.
I digress. My apologies.
Mm.
Just trying to learn.
No worries.
No, like all those, like a bunch of zeros, that equals 100.
Oh, okay.
It's usually the best roll, but not always.
Aster, you are a druid player.
I'm a priest of skies and gods.
You are going to recognize and be able to read 2 of the scrolls.
Ooh. Okay.
You have a scroll of find traps.
A spell I have prepared for no good reason. And sorry,
And-
what's the other one?
A scroll of shield of faith.
Oh, what's not bad. I'm running out of spell slots right now, so I'll take what I can get.
The third is illegible to you.
Yeah.
And just for how I'm playing this, if you are not familiar with the scroll, it is either that the actual language itself does not, or the actual magic does not permit you to read it.
Mhm.
Unless identified by a spell.
And this is not very important, but roughly how heavy are all the books that I grabbed? Is it like 5 pounds of books, 10 pounds of books, 20 pounds?
It would be less than, it would be maybe 6 pounds.
Thank you.
All right, back to Flex, who is already running. I am imagining spear in hand, like charging towards the wall.
Oh yeah.
Am I
Just
warm?
like, yeah, full excitement. Let's fucking do it.
Let's go.
All right. So, how are you going to try to place this spear within the hole?
Tip first. Just the tip.
But are you trying to jam this in one motion, or are you trying to take your time with this? What's the?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it nice and slow. Make sure it goes in real nice.
Okay.
Aster comes around the corner and, Singorn, you got any oil? Looks like it could use with some lubricant. No. Just
At this time as well, Aster, your light spell has started to fade, creating quite a dim atmosphere within the room.
yeah. Well, so Aster will make sure that the light spell on Flex's mask is kept up. But yeah, Aster himself sorta is no longer glowy.
As you're doing this, you can still hear the familiar no, coming from the upstairs bell tower. But Flex, you continue to move the spear, following all the way through the wall. As it comes towards the end, you can feel it start to catch. Not get caught, but almost that the tips of the spear are actually starting to nestle into a specific spot. And as you finally push it all the way in, you hear the sound of metallic cranks being turned. And slowly, the wall from the top is going to slide down. With a final thud.
Is the spear still with me?
Nope, the spear has disappeared into the wall with the...
Oh, like it went the whole, like, 7 feet?
Yes.
Well, I'll miss it.
And then a large 7-foot slab is going to completely descend from...
7 foot tall, 7 foot wide, or 7 foot deep?
7 foot deep.
Damn.
All right, Min, come along. This is the adventure you wanted. Let's go.
See, it's perfect.
Well, can we maybe move a little slower than we did last time so that nobody gets dropped down upon by any more of these?
Yeah, check the ceiling.
All right.
Aster, you
Inside,
coming?
Yep. Aster's coming.
you find
You're still at the
what appears to be an ancient armory. Both sides of the walls, you see panels where a series of rusted swords, shields, armors, bows, all are laid. Most of them are gone, but there are still a couple swords, a couple bows, a shield, a set of plate mail armor, rusted and cracked, almost desolate.
Okay, first things first, I can move everybody but...
Oh, I've lost the ability to move Flex as well.
Flex. Looks like he's on the map. Or something.
Flex, you are now part of the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he's map player.
Ripped.
You are now map.
No, I accept this. It is what it is. It was,
This is who I am now. This is
yeah,
where we
life
live.
goes on.
My glowy. I am no
Maybe
longer.
we should let the guy in who can see all the traps first.
Well, I mean, you're quite capable of that too, no?
Flex looks for traps.
Make an investigation roll for me, please.
God.
Aster cannot reach you to guide you. It is a touch spell. And there's a...
Okay, that's 13.
In a way.
Lucky
All right.
number 13. Let's fucking do it.
Looking around, you don't see anything that appears to be any push plates, any panels. You don't see any green ooze above you in the roofs or the walls or any cracks. In addition to the sets of armor on the wall, there are two large, roughly 6 feet wide chests on the opposite end of the room. Trunks, almost more like.
I go to the one on the right and I tap it on the head. Like, give it a bop.
All right, the sound of metal hitting metal rings out,
Okay.
and the chest does not move.
Okay, then I go to the other one and I give it a bop.
Punk.
The same thing.
Well,
you doing in there?
either they're playing possum or there's no mimics.
Oh, that's smart.
Would you like me to take a look for more mechanical or magical hazards of some kind?
Everybody just stand back. Where's the... I'm gonna flip both chests open, and if bad things happen, I don't want anybody getting exploded.
Don't break anything.
I'm just opening them.
You're
And
getting in the spirit of the fun and the adventure. I appreciate it, Flex, but don't die.
This won't kill me. And
Aster will keep line of sight to Flex.
and I flip open the lid to the one on the left that I'm in front of right now.
It's all snakes.
All right. You go, and the chest opens. Again, a little bit rusted, so you have to pull a little bit, but as the rust breaks away, it does not appear locked, and the chest opens easily. Inside this chest, there is a couple of things, sorry. First, you see a couple dark red, what you would assume to be healing potion, laying in one corner. Still within their flasks contained. You also, in the same chest, see a very odd potion. The potion, half of the potion, is a bright gold that you can see sparkling even from outside of the flask, even with the dust upon it. The opposite side, this is some real heavy music right now.
Yeah, I like it. Getting into it like this, this potion is gonna fucking change my life.
The opposite side of the potion is black and almost tar with slight hues of purple glimmering off of it. The potion is split directly down the middle, with half of the potion being gold and the other half being this black tarish substance. The third thing in this chest is a silver gauntlet. Just one. It appears like a knight's gauntlet, ornate, with gold etching around the knuckles and all across the palm. On the back of it, there is a symbol which you do not recognize.
Well, Flex is gonna kind of like hold on to that and just gonna, and then
Are you
kind
putting it
of.
on?
I'm not putting it on yet. Yet he's holding on to it. But he's like, he just kind of looks like dibs, and then kind of, can I move these chests? Like I tug on it.
Yeah, they're not fastened to the ground. You can.
Cool. I move that one, and kind of push it behind me towards the party. I'm like, there's cool stuff in there.
Yeah, and I shouldn't just say you do not recognize the symbol. The symbol on the back of the chest appears to be that of a set of scales, perfectly balanced, resting atop a warhammer.
Wait, did I hear you call dibs from out here? Hey. Give somebody else a
He's the one
chance to
risking
open a
his
chest.
life to open them.
Yeah, I called dibs on a little handy thing, but the
Oh.
rest of the chest is up for grabs. There's a sparkly looking potion with black bits. It's kind of spooky, but kind of cool.
Does it look like I want
I don't know
a
what it
golden
does.
potion?
And then I open up the other chest.
Open the other one. Open the other one.
Yeah.
The
open
other
up
chest, inside, you find two silverish, almost mixed with gold potions within it,
Mm-hmm.
as well as a pile of rope. What languages do you speak?
Giant.
There appears to be on the rope some type of wording etching across the rope.
You want to know what languages speak? So the app is so great, it gave me giant twice.
You speak double giant.
Super giant.
Just in case I ever forgot, I speak giant.
Could be two dialects of giant. Maybe you speak, giant common and the special stone giant slang.
Let's
get rocked.
It's about 30 feet of rope just woven together in a spiral.
Looks like it's well-made rope?
It does. It looks very fine, and even though there is, layers of dust upon all of these things, the rope itself looks quite strong.
And is there anything else of note in
Not
this?
frayed in the slightest. Nothing else within this chest.
Okay, but just kind of like, I move the chest as well, and I look to see where they are. Is there anything else of note?
Looking at the ground with using your same investigation roll, you don't see anything else that appears to be a trapdoor, any coins, any hidden base. within the chests themselves.
Okay, then I just drag this chest out to everybody as well. There's some rope, but it's got words on it.
Let me take a look.
Words that I can't read. You know, there's multiple languages out there.
So I'm gonna.
Hey, Min, can you read it? And I just toss her the rope.
I speak Common, Celestial, Dwarvish, and Thieves' Cant.
You do not recognize this.
Do I recognize what the alphabet is?
Make a history roll for me.
Elven?
Why aren't you reading it, Min? Hmm?
Aster does
history
speak
is
Elven.
10.
It's the language being common enough. It is certainly some type of Elvish. You do not know the words, but it is Elvish.
Aster does speak Elven.
Aster. In our minds, Aster, what does it say? And I'll pretend to read it. Hold it up.
Sure. Can Aster read the rope?
I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious if Aster has to go over and read it too.
He's looking at it.
Yeah, Aster just examines it and like tries to stifle like a grin or something. And just kind of examines it and sort of shrugs. Aster has a what a fucking time to roll that. A natural 19 for a total of 19 on a deception check.
So what are you trying to do? Oh,
so
not.
Aster's just kind of examining it, and Min wants to make it look like she is figuring it out, as far as Aster can tell. So Aster's trying to pretend like he's not psychically telling Min what it is. So he has a 19 on deception to kind of just keep a stoic, impassive face. And then Aster will go in and just kind of give the room a quick once-over.
What does it read?
I messaged you.
It's pretty. It says weave. I know I may not be speaking the most Elvish, but that word I know. It's rope of weaving. Weaving rope.
Weave?
Yeah, if Aster takes a quick once over of the room, it looks like, is there any of the stuff that might be salvageable? Does it look like any of the ruined armor might be of interest to our dwarven metalsmith?
I mean, the plate mail may be of interest just particularly because if you do believe all the stuff to be hundreds or thousands of years old, even if not usable anymore, just the actual date of the armor may make it worth value or of note.
Am I saying that right, Aster? I'm saying weave in Elven.
No, it's Lorithas, not Lorithas.
Lorithas.
Yeah.
And as you say it, the armor is going to start to wrap itself around you.
Wait, the armor? Or the rope?
The rope is going to start to wrap itself around you.
Shit myself for a second there.
It's not constricting you, but it is going to wrap around your torso and your arms until it is going to slowly shimmer, and you are going to be wearing a new set of leather armor.
Ew.
Oh, that's impressive.
It is a slight beige, the same color as the rope itself, but it appears to be full leather armor upon you.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's not constricting me anymore.
What?
Do I look cool?
Oh, shucks.
You found that in the chest in there? What else did you find?
You look bad
look
already.
Look! Use your eyes.
Well, give me a moment here. Let me actually examine them.
And I'll ritual cast identify.
We'll take 10 minutes for
That's a long moment.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start now while you guys are talking. Maybe by the time you guys it'll be over.
What about your little gauntlet there, or your little glove there, Flex? Your
Oh, yeah, I got
silver
this.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Give me a moment with it.
Flex puts it on.
Dwarven moments.
All right, it is a left-handed glove.
Gauntlet or
It'll
glove?
give a little
Gauntlet.
extra pep to my my left.
Can I go walk over and check out these chats, see if there's any hidden compartments or anything?
Sure, you can. You can make an investigation roll as well.
Can I join
go
you? Let's go
there.
inside the armor.
Yeah, Aster's over there. Aster's there. We're doing it
Aster.
together.
Yes.
We join Aster inside the armory.
So Aster's with your natural perception, your look, you do not detect anything, no other secrets within these chests.
Does it look like we could transport the armor?
What armor?
I mean, the plate mail in particular, it's probably weighs a good 70, 80 pounds.
Yeah. Like we've got people with the carrying capacity for that. Again, preferably not Aster.
What are we carrying?
There's an ancient suit of armor here. It's not really salvageable, but well, I don't know. There's plenty of folk here who seem interested in scholarly pursuits, and I wonder if it might fetch a pretty penny as a museum piece or the like, you know? I'm just wondering. It might or might not end up being of any value, but no harm in taking it with us. Maybe we grab it on the way out.
On the way out, I can carry it back for you. For half of whatever you get for selling it. I'm just kidding.
Or perhaps we split it amongst everyone, as is
Sure, half sounds good.
Perhaps if Flex is keeping the gauntlet, he'll give you his share.
If you want to carry it, you go right ahead. But half
I'll
sounds
carry
good.
it. Does that mean I get it all?
No, it means you get half.
So if I carry it, I get half.
Yeah.
If you carry it, I get half. If I carry it, where's the other half going?
Why? Huh? No. I get half, and the other half is split amongst you all.
All right,
Shared treasure.
Come on.
I'm just.
Let's head in through the other doors.
I'm gonna turn to Sig, though. I need him to
Singorn, I've damaged my short swords.
Oh,
Is there a chance you could repair these for me?
and I hand over these two slightly curved blades.
what happened to them?
Well, you see, there was a rock.
I see now.
Mhm.
This is my specialty. Give me a moment.
And I'll hopefully you be able to use mending to restore his blades at least to be straight.
I think they're just bent. I think you gotta hammer them out.
Yeah, I think mending only replaces holes or tears.
Yeah,
It doesn't replace holes, just tears.
Okay.
holes or breaks.
Oh, I thought it was also it worked on metal. Nevertheless, okay. So I will.
It does work on metal. Like if the sword is cut in half.
Do you want me to roll something to fix his blades up, or
Make a craft check for me.
what does that entail?
Smith's tools, right?
Well, if he's bringing out his ammo, I don't. Are we gonna sit here and rest while he hammers away, guys?
Well, I'd rather him honestly make us a pickaxe or something so that we don't break the swords where we're trying to move another rock.
Yeah, we could wait to do this. Till later.
You still got your axe.
I got
Want
my-
to press
yeah.
on a little further?
Sure, let's go.
I'll fix this up once we rest at camp. Also,
And sorry, Singorn. Oh, sorry, I read it.
Yes.
Were you casting Identify on that glove?
I was going to ritual cast it, but I didn't cast the spell itself. But he put it on already, so there's no time for me to do it. So
Yeah. He'd have to lay hands. Do we just want to head to the other wooden door? Or do we want to head under the altar?
I was hoping just to, if it's not too much, just to ask about the armory, since I would have an eye for metal and whatnot. Would there be? I'm guessing the plate mail would be maybe too heavy. With the one plate mail, would I recognize anything from the craftsmanship since I'm in that kind of world from?
What the fuck happened to everybody? Did somebody delete everybody?
What?
No.
No, we're all
I
there.
didn't.
I'll just reload.
Never.
Looking at the armors.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. And your second question, Singorn?
No, it was just more so like, is there any metals I could take to reforge to work on my armor that I'm working on already?
Yes. The best bet looking through the armors, the plate mail would likely be your best bet. because the heavy metals from it will be of the same ilk that you would want in order to craft your own.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite rusted, quite damaged. Looking at it, you do not recognize any specific crest or anything from it. There does not appear to be any of that. It does appear to be elven armor, though. It
Perfect.
is the armor does tailor itself a little more in slightly at
You okay?
Need a minute?
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, Singorn,
Mm-hmm.
you could tear it apart and use it to make your own stuff. I'm sure.
This is the second armor, right? It's not the one that has that historical.
No, this is the one that has historical significance.
Or is the other?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it is the
yeah. No.
one.
This. Yeah. Well, the fact that if you believe this to be everything in this place is at least several hundred to over 1,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So anything within here would be of significance to some. But yes, I was specifically talking about the plate mail. But
if you want it,
I-
Singorn, you could
I
use it.
misunderstood something though. Is there two? Did you say a couple of plate mail armors? You said.
there's only one set of
Okay,
plate mail.
this is the one. Okay.
There's a few other like chest plates, some breastplates, some greaves scattered on the ground, but this is the only full set of plate mail that is.
You can have it now if you want for scrap metal, but if we take it back to the city, it might be worth more than its weight in scrap metal. You might be able to get more metal if we sell it later. Is my suggestion.
I understand. I'll find a.
I'll pick up anything that. What would you think? Would I be able to pick up essentially that would be usable for me to recycle essentially with? But besides the plate mail, plate armor. Sorry.
The plate mail there would likely be a breastplate that probably weighs a good 30 pounds.
Breastplate. Okay. All right.
And likely a couple pairs of greaves that would be about 10 pounds apiece. But can you? What is your carrying capacity?
I actually have no clue. How do you know that?
That's 15 times your strength.
Okay. I have 15 strength.
So 150 plus 75 is 225.
5. Okay.
So you're likely already carrying about, with your own armor and the like, about 100, 150.
Okay.
The additional 80 from the plate mail would be heavy for you.
We can come back for it.
Yeah, we'll come back for
Okay.
the plate armor. We've got a bunch of folk who are brawny. Aster will say to Min, or maybe you could pocket it for us in his psychic conversation.
I have to wait till tomorrow.
I'm sure that's fine. I don't see any
I'll
hurry
leave it
out
here
of
for
here.
now. I'll just take the greaves. That's gonna be you handy. Haha.
What was that word again?
Lorithas.
Lorithas. Does anything happen?
No, the armor stays tied
What's-
around you.
What's unweave? Or
Well, there's not a great direct translation, but it would be Iloritain.
Iloritine?
And all at once, the armor is going to drop around you, being 30 feet of rope once more.
Cool. Well, that feels better. So restricting.
Honestly, if I could keep a hand on that rope for now, I wear. Aster kind of puffs up his gambazon. I could, despite the anachronism, take maybe use of that later once we've made sure it's not gonna strangle me to death in my sleep.
Oh, I'd have to ask you to pronounce the word every time, so you might as well have it.
Aster will take a handle of the rope for now, and hand Min the scroll that he can't read. Hey, I found this in the library. Can you read it?
Min cannot.
It's all gibberish to me.
All right.
Well, you guys ready to go down another hallway?
Yes.
All the way or down the pit? Down the
Hallway.
stairs.
There's this pit over here. Is that a door?
Wait.
Uh,
I thought
so
we
we
were
can-
figuring out the gauntlet.
You
Oh,
guys,
did you want to?
we'll go check for traps in the hallway. I'll Singorn figures
Sure.
out the gauntlet.
Oh, you want me to? Well, it's going to be 10 minutes.
We'll be careful. You'll hear us yelling. Maybe just do it in here in the altar, or by the altar, quote unquote altar.
All right.
If Aster is moving away from Flex, he will just cast light on his star map, just so that he's bringing a light source with him, and then Flex will get left in the dark, unfortunately.
All right, have them over here. Let me have a look-see, Flex.
It's gonna.
I guess we can light a fire again so he can see.
Okay. So,
Aster kind of creeps around the hole.
Don't want to fall. Watch it. We gotta run back out. Be careful.
Oh my.
okay.
So I'm gonna
Any traps
slowly
after?
walk kind of forwards to see, keeping an eye out for traps, of course.
I mean, last trap was just some water, so
Could be worse. Could be broken floor again too.
Would you like to go first?
Aster's got a good eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aster will bless himself with guidance just in case, and then begin to make his way down the hallway with a giant glowing crystal held in front of him. I guess
Okay.
not in front of him. That would
As
blind
you
him.
head down, it appears to be another type of study. You can see in front of you a bookshelf on the opposite side of the wall. Nothing upon it. The bookshelf appears to actually be iron in a build, as opposed to wooden. You do notice the bookshelf itself does appear to be scorched, as does what appears to be the remnants of a carpet in front, though the carpet still remains rather thick. The top layer is completely ashen. And you do notice the same scorch mark ascend basically right here.
Sorry, give me a second to switch back for my notes. Where's the other scorch mark? The big brown.
Yeah, so right around on the carpet itself, there is
Yep.
massive scorch marks. See, the carpet does appear to be very thick, though. Quite a durable carpet. Impressive the fact that it still appears intact. But these scorch marks, burn marks on the stone floor itself, extrude 20 feet from the wall. So basically the entire hallway down that I've drawn there, see that?
Yeah.
Is scorched.
All right. Aster is going to use his mighty second level spell slot to cast his prepared Find Traps spell.
Okay.
I will read you the description of the spell. Within 120 feet of me, within line of sight, are there traps?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What was that scroll?
That's basically it.
So we just know there's something there now?
Yep, it's the best spell in 5e.
Perfectly useful.
It does say, I don't learn the location of each trap. It just reveals that a trap is present within 120 feet within line of sight. But I do learn the general danger, or general nature of the danger posed by any trap I sense. Just for clarification, it does not reveal natural weaknesses in floor, unstable ceilings, hidden sinkholes, only things that have a
Designed to be
harmful or
trapped.
undesirable effect, which was specifically intended as such by its creator.
Jesus.
So if the magic in here is just haywire and it just randomly explodes with fire, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that there is or is not traps and what they might do, roughly.
You
So good thing
detect.
you found that scroll.
You
No, I
detect.
cast it.
You do
Sorry.
detect a trap, and the nature of the trap appears to be some sort of. Trying to think. That's how I want to word.
Am I going to be stabbed to death? Do I feel my skin and fur singe?
That's nice. You feel your fur start to singe, and just briefly, you catch a vision of being burned alive.
All right, so Aster, having invoked the stars, you watch his eyes kind of glaze over for a second, is going to stroke his beard. There's some sort of active magic here that might burn us. And that is his great prophetic vision.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the fire. Aster, sometimes you gotta just use your eyes instead of your stars.
Well, I suppose to clarify, that's the only kind of hazard in this area that was as such designed in such a manner as to cause harm intentionally.
Oh, that's good.
We have fun here.
Well, I mean, Min, you're the most nimble. Do you maybe want to take a look in, or are you not willing to risk your life just to take a look at some iron bookshelves?
I mean, I brought us here, right?
Well, that's true.
Do you see? Do I see any pressure plates anywhere?
Not that you can see around you. No. Make an investigation roll though for me.
17 plus 3, 20.
At this
You
point,
do not-
Aster will just be tapping you with guidance until you get out of his reach. Sorry.
So you can add an extra D4 there.
Give me a little shoulder massage before I go do something awesome.
Yeah. It does not apply to saves, should that come up for some reason.
Do I see any triggers with a 20? Anything that I can sense see as a trigger?
You do not. And that in and of itself is, intrigues. You do not see in your visible eyes any type of trigger around.
Well, I mean, it's like 15 feet. I can run pretty fast.
Aster is going to gesture for Ruslem to kind of back out, just in case, it hits the whole hallway or something.
So
What's the plan right now? Do we have one?
I'm just gonna run real fast.
Head in a room, see if there's anything of value, steal the carpet.
Can you run faster than fire?
I mean, we're gonna find out.
Ruslem's gonna just like,
Whoa. I don't think speed is the answer at this moment. I have a sense there's something underneath that carpet that's hiding a switch from us.
so I'm gonna slowly kind of move forward down on all fours, just like
Oh, I see. You want all the glory ache.
no.
It's not about glory.
And then I'm gonna move forward just a little bit more. I'm gonna stop right there. And I'm just
gonna run and jump over.
Oh my!
My goal is to run beside him and then jump over the carpet.
You can make that. That's a 10-foot jump. You should be able to clear that, no problem.
I'm mobile and I have dash if I need to as a kind of.
I don't, you don't need to roll. It's a 10-foot jump. You don't need to make a roll for that.
Jesus, man.
Are you drunk again? Who
No, I'm
gave you
fine.
more of those fairy fires? Jesus.
What are you doing there on all fours?
Not
Ruslem,
being...
get out of Aster's like kind of like get out of the blast zone.
I'm gonna...
Aster or Ruslem just like gets up, shakes his head, and beelines it around the door.
Your funeral.
What's in the bookshelf?
Nothing.
Cool. I gotta. Do I have any?
The,
I don't have
the other
anything.
the other two bookshelves, also made of some type of cast iron, are completely empty.
There-
Question, just because Flex is missing, did we finish the identification of the gauntlets or no?
10 minutes hasn't passed yet.
Okay.
Can I do an investigation for any trap door, like hidden compartments or anything, or any runes or inscriptions on these bookcases of iron?
Sure.
You have 1d4 on this single roll, and that's the last of your guidance, because now you're gone.
Investigation would be 16 plus a d4. 18.
Looking, the one across, the two across from you don't seem to notice anything. The one right beside you, you notice on the second bookshelf, just above waist height. The back of it appears to have some sort of door on the back of it, some small slit between the actual bookshelf itself.
Cool. Can I climb on top of the bookshelf and like hang over top of it? Does it feel like it's heavy and sturdy enough to support my weight and not fall forward?
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy duty. Like if you were to lean and try to pull back, it may collapse. But if you were just like holding on just vertically to it, it's not going to go anywhere.
I'm gonna try and open the little door thing.
How?
I mean, what is like? Do I have thieves' tools I'm proficient with? I'm actually an expert with, you know. But if I need to use those, first I'll just push it.
Where are you right now? Where?
Oh, I'm like I said, like, do the bookshelves go to the ceiling, or are they like 6 feet high and then there's?
It's about a 6 foot tall bookshelf.
And is there room above it?
Yeah, there's solid 2.
Yeah,
3
I want to
feet.
just like go like up on top and then like hang over a bit.
Okay, so you're
I'm
hanging
upside
onto the
down.
book. Yeah, with this like trying to. Okay. All right. Then use it with your proficiency. Make a roll using your thieves' tools.
What is that? That's sleight of hand, right? I mean, it's dexterity with
It's
expertise.
limit.
Anybody know?
It's an ability score. Like, just choose
Nat
an
20.
ability
It's
score.
a nat 20. It doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters. Is it nat 20?
No,
with
but
expertise?
before I would say it would like I would want to give it a characteristic of as a sleight of hand roll, just because it's more than just dex. It's
Yeah, so it's a dex. No, it has its own proficiency. I just didn't know what the base score was.
Yeah.
So if it's dexterity, that's nat 20, but with expertise, it is a 28.
okay. Min, you start to open, and using your skills, you're able to slowly twist and start to pry this door open. And just as you start to open it, you can hear a hissing sound of gas.
I gotta like curl backwards, like I'm like on top of this bookcase.
All right, are you still trying to open it more though, or are you?
Well, where's the hissing sound coming from? Is it coming from the door?
It's coming from inside the door.
Okay, I think I know what the door is. I'll pick it back. Yeah, I gotta roll back. So I'm like laying down on top of the bookcase.
Yes.
Could be something behind it.
With a nat 20, you know this to be the source of the trap.
Yep.
That Aster has notified you of.
Cool.
Maybe there's like gems in there, magical, that are fueling the trap.
Ah. I don't have anything heavy. I'm gonna crawl down and I'm gonna try and move the carpet, I guess.
Okay. So show me where you are. Are you trying to pull it towards you, lift the carpet up? What are you doing?
Or like pulling it.
So you start to try to pull the carpet. It's very heavy. Like it's probably a good 15, 20 pounds. But you're able to pull and start to slide. And as you start to slide away, there is a plate right here.
Well, I'm gonna just walk out. And, I don't know if there's anything in there. There's a trap. It breathes fire. There's a pressure plate underneath the rug, which I found. And I found the door where the fire comes out of. It's in one of the bookcases. The weird thing is the bookcases are metal, which makes me think that like they did house something that they didn't want to like because the fire would burn a wood bookcase. I think is why they're metal. But I didn't see anything else in there. Like maybe the books disintegrated or got burnt up. But then like why the metal bookcases? Why does it matter? I don't know.
As much as I want to see what's behind that little catch, if it's against your better judgment, I won't push you into anything you're not comfortable with.
All right. Meanwhile, Singorn.
Pineapple Jack.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Yes.
We got you.
Brendan, you there too?
Hello.
So, at this point, after some investigation, about 10 minutes has passed. And you finish casting Identify.
Huzzah.
What is currently on Flex's left hand is called the left gauntlet of Tyr.
The left gauntlet of Tyr?
Yes.
Well,
Hold up.
you have apparently the left gauntlet of here.
Once per
Who
day.
is Tyr?
Once per day, regardless of whether you are a spellcaster or not, from the gauntlet you can cast protection from good and evil. And, in addition, once per year, the gauntlet can cast Revivify.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
That is a mighty tool you have there. Keep it safe. Use it wisely. Alright, what did you boys find? And also Lass.
It was a fire trap.
Yeah.
About it.
Get
What'd
him.
you find?
Okay. Is there one more path, I believe?
There is. There's
there
one
is,
down.
but
What
what do you
guys
mean?
find?
Like, there's a fire trap, but what's on the other side of the fire trap?
Dead people and empty bookshelves. That's all I could find, at least. I mean, you could go check it yourself.
You said there was a door.
Well, if there's nothing in there, we might as well push on.
The
We can come back
door
on the
is
way back.
the door is where the fire they believe the fire trap to like shoot from, not like a door like a window in the bookshelf where.
Not to belabor the point, but what's up with the gauntlet?
The gauntlet allows the user to essentially once a day, I believe the charges hold on for that much. He may be able to protect against good and evil. And the mightiest aspect of it, however taxing it may be, is it seems to have a special charge, a special reserve, to be able to bring one back from the brink of death within the minute.
Wow.
But I fear that power may be very difficult to accumulate in it.
Should that, wait. No, never mind. It's fine. What's with the little symbol?
I think it's a clan. I'm unsure.
Singorn, would you wear this?
It seems to fit you more. Flashy. Also, I feel that if you were in the front, having something of the sort may be quite useful.
Well, I wonder if perhaps, if it can bring the dead back to life, it should go to the person least likely, ideally, to fall in battle. But I know, well, I mean, you're very tough, so it's probably good. I don't think, it would be rude of me to suggest either for your sake or Bin's that it might go somewhere there, or... I'm good. I've got enough magic to keep people alive.
Well, My first thought was you, but it's metal.
And I believe the spell invoked, as suggested by Singorn, requires the spellcaster to keep a great focus, and so the only reason I suggest Min is because I believe you two sometimes get too angry to focus, and Singorn and I both have other things to keep our attention on.
I don't want to touch metal either.
That's fair.
Not you too.
Alright, so then it goes to Singorn. Here you go.
It looks very nice
Fine
on you.
Nah,
It looks very nice on you, Flex.
yeah,
Very nice.
But it's cleric.
no matter.
Fine, but if
Any-
something cooler comes along, I'm taking that.
Any hints as to its origin? Who had it? Who owned it?
I'm unsure. I've been looking at that symbol. It reminds me of maybe a clan, but I may be foggy.
Aster, even just with your Aster, you recognize the symbol immediately.
Is it the thing? Is it a symbol of Tyr?
Yes.
Tier? Oh, tier.
Aster will kind of examine the symbol. This by any chance doesn't oh gee goodness. This by any chance is well, you're skilled in the faith. Does that look like a symbol of Tyr?
Would I know tier? I'm unsure who is tier.
You might have, I mean, with a religion roll, you would know of. But sorry, go ahead and do
Okay,
your.
was a religion roll? You wish?
He's the god of law and justice.
And also,
Oh, okay.
Dude has like one
Also,
hand. This must be
Aster-
like the one-handed gauntlet.
Aster raises a hand to like stop you. Also, one of the gods whose worship is probably punishable by death here. So,
Oh yeah.
that I don't know if we should be walking around with that gauntlet, or at least it should be hidden, because I have a feeling if we return it to, if we come back to the capital city with it, it will either be, well, it could be it's just ours, but I have a feeling it'll be either, what's the word for confiscated, or perhaps will be seen as another sinister sign of our ill intent.
At the very least, they'll probably burn it, melt it down, destroy it.
Penguin's going to double check on that plate armor. Does it have a symbol of tier as well on it somewhere hidden?
No.
Okay.
Any of the
Wait,
flasks, anything else in this place we haven't seen that symbol?
No.
Okay.
So the king doesn't like the symbol, huh?
Well, as the story goes, I guess the easiest way to explain it is that a millennia ago, demons were all over this place, and Ager came and sent them all away, and a bunch of other gods helped him, and some of the gods didn't, primarily Tyr, Tempest, and Talos, and all of them are, well, they've never been worshipped on this land.
Yet here's proof of their presence here.
Well, additionally, I suppose this might be relevant now. When I invoke some of my magic, I prey upon the will of Tempest and Tyr, and it works fine for me. So clearly, but this is I don't even know if we should be speaking this here. I covered our trail on our way in, but I am very uncomfortable talking about any of this god stuff. And the gauntlet, as great as it is, makes me greatly apprehensive. So either we need to talk to a close ally in the city, or we need to find a very good way to keep it hidden.
We have close allies in the city.
All right, so we need to find a very good way to keep it hidden then.
I can hide it somewhere until we need it.
Right, that might be handy.
Hey, but you know what? Maybe we're gonna find something else cool down here. We got one more door to open before we even go downstairs. There's still a downstairs, guys.
Well, there's that rope, the rope of Lorithas that you found.
Are we done in
There's
this room?
sparkly potions.
Just
And
I
sparkly
believe so,
potions.
Ruslem.
what are we positive that room is done?
We'll come back to it on the way.
I mean,
out.
the very least, there's nothing in it that's gonna attack us.
unless you want to open that little door and see if there's little magical gems in there that cause a fire or the like, I'd say we're pretty done.
Yeah,
Maybe there's a dragon behind the wall that just breathes fire.
We've identified where the trap is at this point, and it's underneath the carpet. So I'm gonna walk in. I'm just kind of go around the edge here to this side, and I'm gonna push the bookcase, or attempt to push the iron bookcase.
Yeah. Throw the bookcases all over.
All right,
Throw
make an
them on the
athletics roll for me,
ground.
please.
Make a what now?
An athletics roll.
Ooh, I wouldn't do that.
Aster will kind of grab Min and just sort of gently.
Yeah, just stay back.
Fuck, I'm trying to delete these. Singorn, don't get in there.
Oh, I thought that was you. I thought someone was trying to like show himself going
I'm
in.
just trying to find my character sheet here.
No, I was fine where I was.
It looked like it was like someone dragging from you.
23.
All right. As you start to move the bookshelf, you're able to move it about a quarter of a foot, half a foot, and then it starts to get stuck. It appears there is a little bit of resistance to it. Like you could try to keep you could keep pushing it, but it's gotten a little caught on something. You know, you're pushing, and then it's caught. You've got more than enough strength to try to force through, but
Can I see anything kind of like, I'm going to stop pushing and try to take a look and see if I see anything along the wall?
from where you stand, no. I mean, the bookshelf covers that portion of the wall still.
Okay, I'm going to yell back.
It's kind of stuck. Should I
Yeah,
force it?
it could explode. I mean, it's a source of fire that's probably sticking it.
Oh, what did you say you find in there, Min? You said
Okay,
there was a
I'm
pressure plate?
going to leave it alone. Let's just go to the...
Let's just go to the bottom.
All right, hold a moment.
Okay, so Singorn, you see that you like if you go like halfway into the bookshelf and then like 2 levels down, you see that little like tiny. Can you see the crack in the metal there with your dwarven eyes? That's where the fire comes out. I was trying to open it up and it started hissing like a fire sound. And that there's a pressure plate. You can see it like where the rug used to be, and if you step on it, fire comes out of that hole. You can see like all the burn marks. There's skeletons in there, all burnt up.
Okay.
That's it. Everything else is empty.
Have we thought of triggering it?
Why?
Well, just to see it in action, have a better idea of how it
agree.
works.
Your little power man. Yeah, I mean, when you want to like try and throw a body on it, maybe that would do it.
No, but we
These
just
snakes?
found an armory full of shit.
He's gonna pick one of the greaves he picked up and throw it there.
Under the
Under the pressure plate?
Yep.
Reslim's still in there.
It's okay.
Wait.
That's good. Do it. It's been done.
You're out of the way enough. It's fine. He'll be fine in the corner there.
Okay. So, you're going to throw one of the grooves onto the plate?
Yep. Oh boy.
All right. The plate is going to push down, and you are going to see the doors start. You're going to hear a creaking, and it sounds like something trying to open. But as it slightly pushed to the side, you hear the sound of gas growing larger and larger until the bookshelf is going to explode.
What?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Ruslem,
Isn't it made of iron?
It's an iron
Yeah, it's not
bookcase
gonna
that
go well.
exploded. Okay.
Yep,
Ooh,
it was gonna hurt.
I'm
you are
sorry.
going to take 29 damage, fire damage.
Does he get a save?
Ooh.
Make a dex save for me, please.
With advantage.
We do have advantage.
Seven.
Oh.
You are going to not as the bookshelf, the iron explodes out, and fire fills the entire room.
Mm-hmm.
As you take 28 fire damage.
Jesus.
Oh.
See, I think when he... Are you okay?
Are you okay, Ruslem?
I'm gonna head in.
Yeah.
I'm going to Singorn's going to quickly run not over the plate, of course, around, and he's going to towards Ruslem, and he will try to help him up from thing, and as he touches him, he's going to cure wounds him.
Aster, you see,
Ruslem.
I think when he tried to push it, he like bent something, or he broke it in some way, and it just didn't shoot out. It just built
You
up
get
and
to
built up and
heal
exploded.
12 HP, sir.
12?
Should I feel bad?
For my mistake.
34.
Aster kind of shakes his head a little, and then he's going to start heading into the room and looking amongst the rubble.
I'm still here. Oh, you gonna check on me first, or you gonna look for things?
I'm just going to quickly kind of like make my way out of the room while avoiding the trap.
To gate the rubble, specifically from the bookshelf, the door is now held open. And as you peer inside, you see a small nozzle, and on the other side, behind it, what appears to be a piece of coal. Just a black, hardened, burnt piece of rock.
Oh.
Aster will... did you say Aster or Singorn? Sorry, who was doing this?
Sorry, Aster was the one who was investigating. Sorry, I may have said Singorn.
Aster's gonna wrinkle his nose and try to avoid touching. He doesn't matter. He's already touched metal since his last purification. He's gonna reach in and try and grab the coal, as awful an idea it might be.
All right. As you grab it, you are going to take one fire damage just from the heat. Just
yep.
You grab it.
1. I took 20.
It is a like a flaming hot coal. 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
I took 1.
Sorry.
We could have left this behind. You're the one who wanted to go back in. We could be down at those big iron doors.
Just get your blue furry butt over here and give me some of those juicy berries.
Ruslem, you are basically covered in ash and soot. You're actually, you know what, Aster? Sorry, Ruslem.
Yep.
You are missing large patches of fur from your face and your eyebrows.
Oof.
You have literally had the fur.
Okay, well, I don't know that. So I'm just turning to look at Flex, and I'm just gonna say,
Flex, tell me the truth, man. How bad is it?
You bad young lion. You're not very lion-like right now.
Son
Probably shouldn't have, pushed it too far.
Wait. I didn't throw the grieve. I was about to leave. Jesus.
and as I say that, I'm like pulling my hood like up and over my face and like tightening it a little bit, like Little Red Riding Hood, kind of. Just you sort of see my eyes and my nose
as you like touch, like, and you can feel the burn spots. Like as you touch, you just come up and you feel skin in some segments.
Mm-hmm. Does heal bring back hair? It removes scars. Does it bring back hair?
Not really.
Son of a...
Eventually, it'll go back, I'm sure.
I might be able to help a little, but it's more important that we survive this for now. And Aster will start. First off, Aster has to raise his crystal and summon the good berries again, and he'll hand you some. Yep. No, it's god, we're fine. Everybody's fine.
Did you give me all 4?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, while he hands me the 4, and I'm still kind of holding my cloak tight around my face. I'm just...
Oh, it's fine. You're among
slowly...
friends here. Maybe in the city you might want, but for here it's fine.
Wait, what?
And Aster's got this hot coal in his hand. Is it continuing to burning, or was it just?
No, it's still like you can. It's maybe starting to cool down a little bit, but it's still like it's.
Did you say there was a passage that opened as well? Like it was held open, like a door here? Is that what I understood? Like right over
No, the passage, the door in question is like maybe a foot wide from the back side of the bookshelf.
We're still not accessing it. Is that where Aster found that?
That was inside. He found.
Aster
there's no
will.
passage then.
Aster will invoke his Furbolg, his Fey magic from his Fey ancestry, and cast detect magic, and his eyes glow a little. And yeah, basically now that he's got it active, he's gonna take a look at all the vials, the rope and the gauntlet and this little coal thing, and then just sort of have detect magic up for the next 9 minutes after that. And then I will sense the presence of any magic within 30 feet of me, and I can use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic and learn its school. But
Okay. The armor and the glove do detect as magic, as do all of the potion.
Okay. Does this coal, or is it just...
The coal does detect as magic, but you can feel it growing fainter by the second.
Okay. Maybe tonight Singorn can take a look at it, but for now it's just an expired magical coal, maybe. It didn't look like there were any more in there.
No.
Okay. All right, down the stairs. I can keep a wary eye out for anything magical that might come our way. So let's maybe make a move on, eh?
Yeah, already.
Right, so I need to use the bathroom. Just to get a sense. This wasn't necessarily supposed to be like a full session. What do people want to do, and how much do people want to do tonight?
I can go for an hour more at tops, and I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
Check out
Less than that?
Pardon?
Is anybody less than that?
Nope.
So, depending on what's behind him, we check out those big doors, and at least for today, we leave the hole down, and the tunnel, we ignore those for now.
Well,
What hole down
we'll see.
are you talking about?
If
Pardon?
This
Tyler?
one.
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then is this the tunnel you were talking about?
No, the worm burrow.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think that's just a worm burrow. I don't think that's anything we want to go through.
I mean, hey, there could,
Let's
I
check
mean,
this last door. Like, I got to get up pretty early for tomorrow,
Okay.
so I don't want to push
okay,
it too
then
far.
I have a feeling then we will do some stuff here, and then we will end. But I just need to use the bathroom fast, so just give me uno minute.
You got to stop just trying to be like, the boss to Min. It's not going to end up well for you. I mean, this time you lost some hair. Who knows what's going to happen next time?
When have I ever tried to be your boss?
This is out of character. But okay.
Oh, this
This was in character? Out of
Out.
character? Oh. Was I trying to be your boss?
You were telling me what to do, what I was going to do. You said, "Oh, you can't do it that way. You got to do it this way."
No, I just didn't want you to run in and get hurt. You're squishy compared to me.
Eh,
What would have 29 damage done to you? What would you have been left with?
I wouldn't be hit by 29 damage.
If it would have went off when you were in the room, yeah, you would have.
Yeah, but I'm not going to make it go off.
Oh, yeah. This cocky son of a bitch. The only reason it went off is because Singorn threw a grieve on it while I was standing in the corner. And you were like, oh, it's fine. He's in the corner. You gave the go-ahead to injure me.
Honestly,
well, if you hadn't broken it by trying to move the bookcase, it never
I
would have hurt
wasn't
you.
thinking, but when I saw the square here, or whatever, the rectangle, I thought that was like a flamethrower. I didn't realize it was going to fucking explode.
No, it was a
was my
flamethrower
bad.
like that. You see the brown square rectangle?
Yeah.
That's where the fire normally hits, but somebody decided to tamper with it.
Oh.
So instead of thinking about the fact that I moved the bookcase, you just said, no, he'll be fine, and then told him to throw it. I feel like you were
I wanted
secretly
to see
just,
what happened.
you were trying to murder me.
I would never do such a thing.
You were 100% trying to murder him.
It's okay. I'll just be a little bit quieter. I'll let you make your decisions and you take some hits and we'll be good. I got a bow. I'm a rogue too. I'll just sit back and sling arrows. That's
Yeah, but
fun.
You're a rogue who can't do sneak attack because you got no weapons to do sneak attack with.
I can
I
do a
guess a
sneak
bow will.
attack with a bow.
You can with a bow.
You should honestly be happy that it only did 28 damage to you.
Oh, why? Could have it done a lot more?
Hmm.
Mm.
Hypothetically, I might have rolled 60 turns.
Brendan,
That
are you here?
damage, that
Yeah, I'm
damage
here.
would have rendered Aster unconscious. Aster has a mighty 27 hit points.
So it would have killed you.
Oh,
Not
it
killed.
would have downed.
Rendered him unconscious.
Sorry.
Yeah. If in order for like a single attack to straight up kill somebody, it has to deal double their full HP.
Well, it just has to bring you to negative 27. Like
Yeah.
for me, it has to bring me to negative 27 in one hit.
Yeah.
So if you knocked me unconscious in that room and then that fire hit me, I'd be dead. But if the
Okay.
fire just hit me and I was at like 2 hit points, I'd be fine. But if I was at 1, I'd be dead for 28.
But if you are at 1 health and it did 28, you'd be dead.
I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You only have 27 max hit points?
Thanks,
Yep.
Sigorn and Min for the grieve toss. It was perfect.
And for you wanting to head
I
in
said a
and
body. I didn't know.
I really did think it was going to explode. I thought it was just a flamethrower. I thought you were out of the way. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
Why
okay.
do you think
Min told you it was okay.
Oh, also, the grieve is basically destroyed now. Same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. No, I
Okay.
didn't expect to pick it up. No, it's melted.
Are there any
Okay.
keyholes or anything on this door in front of me?
There are no keyholes. It is 2 thick iron doors. There is there's a handle on each. There's no keyhole.
All right, men, show us your muscles. Open the door.
Okay, I open the door.
The doors are locked. Or the doors push inward. But there appears to be there is resistance as you try to push the doors open.
How much? Like I can't budge them? Like they're.
You can budge them a hair. Like there's like you can click the knobs. You can push them forward, but they're immediately catching something on the other side.
Is there a crack I can see through?
No.
Something's blocking the doors, guys. I don't know. Maybe you big guys can try and just push through it.
Push harder. Come on. You almost killed me. Least you could do is open the door.
Ben, can you just unlock it?
Can who?
There's nothing that resembles a lock. Well, big man, flex.
No, you got this. Open it.
I can't. It's too heavy. There's something blocking the way. I don't have the force, the strength.
So I'll walk up and I'll stand beside and I'm just going to kind of lean into it with my shoulder and give
Make an athletics roll for me.
11.
There's not a lot of room to move down here, so if you're just trying to lean against it, as you're pushing, you're able to push it a little more, but it seems there's definitely some type of plate or something on the opposite side of the doors that's preventing you from passing.
Have I opened it up enough to look through?
Like another door bar?
Yes, it looks like the door is barred. Still not enough to look through. Maybe it's open just like that.
Oh, okay, so we don't even know if it's barred. We don't know. There's just something making it hard to open.
Yeah, like you're able to tell that the doors aren't locked. There's just something on the other side that's.
Well, no, maybe
Is
it was
there-
the first door we opened.
Yeah.
Hey, Flex,
Maybe
can
take a
you,
running jump at it.
Flex, can you give me a hand here?
This might be
This might be a safe haven. I wonder if people fled under here and barred it from that side to protect themselves.
Min, you're in the way.
Oh yes.
And these doors don't detect as magical?
They do not.
Hey, Singorn, do you have any holy water?
And sorry, just so I'm more aware, it's what, 10 minutes long there, Aster? Is it 10 minutes?
So, Flex, shall we just give a good hee-ho on 3?
Alright. Oh, sorry, can you guys give me 2 minutes?
Yep.
I mean, I could bless this. If you have water, I could try to bless it if you wish. I don't know if it would make it necessarily holy water, but
you and I should be able to cast a spell. We just need a lot of powdered silver, right?
powdered silver for holy water?
Yeah, like holy water.
It's a spell.
There's a ceremony you can do to bless a vial of water. Takes about a couple gold pieces worth of silver. Grind it up, powder it, and you sprinkle it over the water, and it makes it pure in the way of many fates.
I see.
Well, depending on whether or not we can get this open, I can.
Holy shit, that's expensive.
Yeah. What's the price of a vial of holy water from? Right.
The 25 gold,
You know, when we first arrived here, the doors was barred. Nothing in here to now has shown any need for the doors to be barred that extensively.
Well, right, not from the inside.
Hunt.
I wonder if this is their, like, a safe haven, like they fled here when whatever the upstairs people barred the door from, you know?
Yeah, but where did they flee from? Whatever trapped that man in his death loop.
But, if need be, I have magic that I can cast to try and make it a little easier to make our way through. I don't know if it'll help, but I can make the door really hot for about a minute.
Alright, what's the plan?
They're both putting their backs into it. Aster's gonna put his hand on Flex's shoulder and give him the sign of the clover, and he gets a D4 on his athletics roll.
All right. Athletics rolls from the both of you.
22.
20, sorry.
Okay. Between the two of you, you push, and slowly you start to feel the resistance separate. You hear a clang of iron from the other side of the door, and the doors push open. Inside, you find what appears to be another place of worship, but this one, a little more intricate. Though dusty, on the walls you can see markings in Elvish and Dwarvish and human. Designs of great warriors painted on the walls, dulled by the years past. You see 4 stone pews, at each of them a figure, a skeleton, fully preserved, crumpled on the ground. And on the sides, sets of bunk beds, each of them a skeleton inside.
Are these, I mean, from a cursory glance, are these skeletons charred?
They are not. At the end is an altar, this one much more intricate. It appears to be made of pure gold, with silver linings, etchings to it. Beside it, 2 large chests, once more made of some type of obsidian stone. Beside one pew, a series of variety of papers and books, mostly preserved. In fact, really, there's a thin layer of dust around everything, but everything in this room appears quite preserved, cut off from the flow of time.
And it was like a big door bar that fell?
Yes, laying in front of you is a large rusted iron bar that had been blocking the doors.
Is it bent, or like was there like the brackets that held it are on the floor as well?
The brackets have broken. Sorry.
What is this place?
A sanctum of worship of some kind.
This is an altar?
Yes.
Do we know to who? Do we can we?
From where? It's a little dim light there, Aster's. I guess you've with your dark vision. You can see etched into this altar, in fact, etched into a variety of places within this room. You see a set of scales balanced upon a warhammer. The same symbol that is on Singorn's left gauntlet right now.
Okay, so it's not an evil place, guys.
Oh,
That's good.
Well, it's evil to the people here. Well,
I don't think
Aster
Singorn
might-
took it.
No, I didn't take it.
Sorry,
It's still on.
Sorry,
Still on Flex's
there was the back and forth. I wasn't sure if Flex was. Sorry, the same on Flex's left hand. Also, one thing, Flex.
Yep.
You notice. You feel. Your left hand feels not necessarily stronger, but more dominant.
I'm ambidextrous.
No, you're now left-handed.
I'm left hand. I need to take this off. This feels weird.
Was this a safe haven for the followers of Tyr? Is this
Well,
what
it
this
looks
was?
like it. Hey there, folks. Worshippers of Tyr. I don't suppose you can explain how any of you might have met your ends.
Excellent question, sir. No. Sorry.
Aster will move over towards the books. It looks like Singorn's approaching the pews, the altar.
Try not to desecrate anything. These folk might have unfinished business with desecrators of the worship of Tyr.
The books in question, you find, sifting through, you find a couple scrolls that you do not recognize.
Like scrolls or just scrolls?
Sorry, scrolls that are illegible to you.
Risking much, Aster will pocket or sack the scrolls.
Okay. And you do find, sifting through, near the top, a journal.
What language does it appear to be written in?
It appears to be in Elvish. The front of the journal just reads the name Journal of Nesala Morixina.
How do you spell that? Oh,
Like
thank
that.
you. Okay. Opening the covers warily.
It appears to be, the first thing you notice is the date. $12.79 ED.
1279?
Yes.
All right.
Now, ED, you would recognize, essentially, it is an old age that you would recognize from Ordrin. It essentially translates to Etheria Dominus, which in common tongue would translate to the Demon Era.
Okay. How long ago was that?
In Ordrin Age, over 10,000 years ago.
Okay. And then flipping towards, I guess, like, unless anything seems incredibly interesting on, like, the front page, or, like, front page or two, flipping towards the most recent page.
The first thing, just on the first page, on the first pages, you would see essentially a few entries detailing they no longer believe it to be safe within the city walls. We are fleeing to the mountain base in the hopes that the demon hordes will not follow us or think to look within the foothills. While wars rage on the plains, our only hope is that we can perhaps protect our families and shield them from the chaos that currently plagues our land.
Okay.
That's the first entry. Are you flipping right to the back?
Yeah. Okay, that's the first entry. Oh, I see. So, like, somebody like, oh, shit, we've got to leave the city. I'm going to journal my journey.
It appears to be such.
Okay.
As you flip to the last entries, our scouts, Roosevelt and Aerillon, have not made contact with us for a couple weeks now, and the common belief is that they are dead. We have held up within the Chapel of Tyr, but our food supplies are growing thin. There are some who wish to leave, who wish to take their chances within the wild, but we are trying to dissuade them from that. Morale is low, and everybody is simply appears waiting for the end. Simon spends his days within the bell tower just staring out, waiting for death. Ringing the bell, praying to Tyr, asking for the gods to come to save us. There's a last entry below that. Several have fled. Not only have they left us here, they have barred the front gates and have trapped us here. They do not want any to follow. They hope for the demons to notice us here and perhaps leave them. As the hordes draw closer, conversations have begun. Whether it's better to kill ourselves now or wait for the demons to end us, to take our souls. This will be my last entry as I sit here staring at this bottle, deciding if I want to fight for my last breath or die in peace in my sleep tonight.
Aster will have read this sort of to everyone. People say it's no longer safe within the city walls, etc., etc. She's wondering whether or not to end her life, or, it looks like if we find any flasks in here, they might be poisoned, and that's about where it ends. Aster will sort of...
this long for thousands of years. No wonder the justice is so flawed.
Well, what's strange is that this appears to be a book from Origin from about 10 millennia ago. It's very old Elvish. It's very frail. A couple pages fall out and turn to dust on the ground. I don't know if this place was once part of Origin or what, but these people seem to believe that they were still in Origin, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Why do you say that?
Well, just the fact that they didn't say they were fleeing to an island, just fleeing to the mountains, and they used sort of standard dating. Perhaps this place was once much closer, or perhaps the kingdoms of Origin around the demon times, perhaps they were, perhaps they had further reach.
You believe this island to have detached from the mainland? From ages past?
I believe many different things, but I can't be arsed to prove any of them, so I don't really know what difference it makes. We know that these are worshippers of a god who never should have been here, and we know that they're from a place that should never have had influence here. But Singorn, you were taking a look at that altar.
Yes. How does it look? Do I see? Are those the scales, and is this the hammer in the center, or what's the?
The altar itself does appear to be separated by 4 segments that appear to almost function as scales, but they are all currently nothing on them and appear perfectly weighted. Looking at the altar itself, you do not see any specific offerings within them. No bones, no blood, no. The only thing you see is maybe a little bit of ash dust in the bottom. Maybe that's something that looks like a couple little brambles.
Ah. Actually, I feel, even though it's not my god, because my god is superior, but I feel to respect this place of prayer. I'm going to...
In my inventory, I have incense, and I shall, at each scale, place essentially incense with a bit of wax at the bottom of it, essentially for it to hold, or something along those lines. And I'm going to light them all up. And
Hey, Flex, do you mind passing me that gauntlet for a moment?
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm going to place the gauntlet in the bowl, and I'm going to kneel, and I'm going to pray towards my god, not here, however. And it would go something along like,
Oh, my lord, you can't hear me. We've stumbled upon a abandoned, long forgotten temple of Tyr. His presence has been, well, presence is lacking. But since you are the second god to have arrived upon these lands, I'm hoping you may show some sign, some kind of like road to follow. Anything that may answer as to why are they absent? Why is Tyr absent from these lands? Why is he hunted as such? Following your teachings of right and wrong, I would have thought that he had any influence or an understanding with you.
As the incense burns around, you close your eyes for your prayer. But things remain silent. As many times your prayers maybe don't go unanswered, but the sign you ask for does not appear to you.
Nothing happens to the gauntlet as well. Was the sign of Tyr on it? Is that correct? Yes? No?
Sorry, what about the gauntlet? Sorry?
The gauntlet's inside the wrist, like the offering?
Yes. Yeah,
bowl?
yeah.
It's in it. And the sign hasn't done anything as well?
No.
Okay. I'll pick it back up, and I'll toss it back to Flex.
Thanks.
No problem.
Well, I've done what I could cleansing and purifying this altar for now. I don't believe there's any harm into essentially seeing what is on the side here.
And Singorn's going to go ahead and try to open this thing up here.
Okay. Inside, as you peel it off, there are a number of belongings, basic leathers, tunics, and the like. A bag of what appears to be maybe once was some type of food, now completely stale, rotten, dried to pieces. But you also find a collection of gems and valuable.
Oh. How much gold worth?
You find you find a collection of 6 gems appeared as rubies and sapphires.
Okay, 1 second.
As a jeweler, do I know how much they're worth?
You would estimate, if you were seeing and looking too, you would estimate about 70 gold pieces of gems. You find about 30 gold pieces, though.
Oh, okay.
The gold pieces all have the same crown indent that
Have
your gold
ours
has.
too?
That did, yeah. Slightly different, a little bit of a different looking crown. But the same imprint as your coin from Orodrin had.
Quick question: how many rubies and sapphires are there each? As you
4 rubies,
total
2
70
sapphires.
gold. I got that, but sorry.
4 rubies, 2 sapphires.
4 rubies, 2 sapphires. Thank you. 4 rubies, 2 sapphires. Okie dokie. And the gold as well.
40 gold pieces.
40. Okay. That was 30.
What is in this chest? Where's
The other one, open, very similar, a variety of collections, belongings, and an additional 30 gold pieces of gems, and 30 gold pieces as well.
Cool. So much of the same in here.
Alright. I could actually use these crystals here. Hey, Aster, I know you don't touch metal, but do you touch these minerals here?
I do. I'm a very proficient jeweler. It's how I make my star maps. I can,
Oh.
if required, I could put them into necklaces and the like, preferably cords and such. But I have been known to work with metal occasionally if it's required.
Here, I pass them along to you.
I'll pass the 4 rubies and 2 sapphires, which is, I believe you said 70 gold worth.
Of the gems,
Total?
yeah.
Yeah, gems.
Oh, sorry,
total.
yeah.
And
Also, here, we have 40 gold.
I'll actually toss it to Min, the accountant.
Here you are.
Cool.
Well, these are kind of small, but I will endeavor to make something with them that we can sell for more than they're worth.
Very well. Well, Fleps, Ruslem, do you guys have any ideas what else there could be in here? Anything you wish to do?
Well, I could, I don't know. Does it look like there's anything on the altar? Like, why are there like 4 weighted sections? Like,
You're
that's
not
confusing.
like, so he burned the incense. Looking, and if you go
I placed wax on it as well. Yeah. So.
yes,
if I
but you
was-
placed wax on all 4 of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so nothing seemed to really move from. You know, you would notice if you're going, section by section, as you placed some essence on each one would go down a little bit, and then as you push some of your stuff on the opposite side, it would balance out.
Ah, interesting.
I will actually crouch then. And do I see any space for the mechanism of essentially this scale lowering itself or moving? Do I see in the where it's attached to the altar?
It's a scale.
You don't see it, not from the exterior. You do see as on the platforms that are weighted, as they move down, you see there's a metal bar on the inside that seems to be going to the inside that is lowering as you place weight upon it. But nothing from the outside shows any. There's no mechanisms you can see from the outside.
Interesting. There's a mechanism in here.
And I'm going to look at Min, who's on the other side.
Amen. Try to push down one of these scales here. I'm going to try to push this one down.
Why are we pushing on the scales?
They are movable, actually. I thought they were mobile.
So
I push on this one and you push on that one?
Actually, hold up. Flex, Ruslem, do you guys want to come and help me here?
What am I doing?
See that scale on the other side? Push it down on the count of 3. And
Okay.
Ruslem, how about you hit it for that one?
Pushing scales, pushing scales.
This is a test. I do not know what the outcome may be.
What's he testing?
The scales. There's something
know.
up here.
They're scales. Of course they move.
Right.
All right,
Okay.
Charlie. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah.
Push.
As you push the scales down, whoever is on the opposite side of the scale from the other person, you can feel as they push the resistance coming from the other side.
Uh-oh.
So, if Singorn is pushing on the left-hand side and Ruslem's on the opposite side, as Singorn pushes harder, Ruslem can feel his side wanting to go up, and vice versa from the other side. That appears the opposite scales are attached to one another.
Well,
How big are these?
They're about a good 1.5 feet across.
Like ostensibly, somebody could sit in one.
Yeah, somebody could sit on top of a scale. Yeah.
okay. Well, we could try different ways. Do you want to... Okay. Ruslem, you're across from me, so I'm going to ask you to essentially try to not touch it for now. And Flex, you do the same. Let Min and I push for now. See how it works.
Sure.
Alright.
So essentially the two front ones are being pushed, the one on the right and the one on the left.
The one
These
right
two
here
stick,
and the one.
stick out.
Yeah,
They're
so
like not kitty
it's-
corner. Like we're pushing the all down on. So
They're-
just two go all the way down.
the-
and one to go
It
straight.
appears these two are attached to one another, and these two are attached to one another.
We can't see anything you're doing right now.
It
Can you
appears
just put a colored dot on the ones that are attached to each other, the same color or something like that.
that's literally what I was doing. These two are attached to each other,
Yeah.
Thank you.
and these two are attached to each other.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I
So
did.
that
It was just on the
these
GM.
two are pressed on essentially. So this thing is essentially.
So if-
these,
yeah,
these two in the back are heading upwards because the boys are not holding on to
Yes.
it right now.
So as you press, the two go down, and the other two sides go straight up.
Okay. Is there anything that happens?
No.
Okay.
You know, Singorn, maybe they're just scales.
Scales for... Do you want it to be just straight out? Do we have to try to redistribute weight?
Well, I'm Singorn, I think they're just scales. They're to measure what is heavier.
Well,
my
the
guess
people
is-
here have already been shown to hide their goods and valuables behind strange mechanisms. Could this not be another one for only the faithful at Tyrim to be able to discover and access in time of need?
Yeah, but wouldn't the faithful of Tyr want everything to be balanced?
Can I
Like
ask a
justice should be.
quick question?
Okay.
DM, do I notice any sort of color or markings on each individual scale that may look different from the other?
No, all of them. Great question. All of them do look to essentially be identical.
And if we let go of all of them at the exact same time, do they perfectly balance on their own?
Yes.
And
As you let go of the two sides that were being pushed down,
Mhm.
they slowly, not snap, but they just creak back into place until all four sides are balanced once more.
While they're doing that, does it look like there's any seams on the walls or floors or anything like that? No.
Nothing that you notice, Aster.
I mean, if we had a pick, we could just take it apart. But again, the desecration I've mentioned, Aster kind of jabs his thumb over at some of the skeletons. I have a feeling that maybe some of them would have something to say about it.
If I tap like the sides of this altar, does it sound like it's hollow? Does it sound solid? Is it made of wood? Is it made of metal?
As you knock upon the altar, it appears to be made of some type of brass. Though not completely hollow, it's not stiff, solid metal. There appears to be at least a slight echo from within.
And around like all of the edges or anything, is there any like small gaps or irregularities, what it would look like where there could be a door or something that may open?
Not that you can see, no. It looks like the outside is fairly well put together, no specific seams, melding of iron, anything like that from the outside around it.
I'd like to try to move the whole thing to see if it'll move. I'm going to push it to the left.
Okay. It doesn't take too much. You are able to push the altar. As it's...
Why do you like pushing everything? What if
Why
this
not?
thing exploded?
Well, we'll find out.
Curiosity.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, 10:45.
10:45.
10:45. If you want, I could do my little
Oh.
magic trick and see whether or not there are any dangers in this room.
Well done. A path has been opened.
Was it a path or no, nothing?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just trying to delete the...
Oh, I thought the door actually. Okay.
No, there is... No.
Oh shit! I'm on my notes page, not on the.
So you slide the altar over.
Mhm.
Nothing appears on the base beneath. No seams. No.
I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to try and flip it up on its side, see if I can look underneath.
Stop desecrating it, please.
You push the altar over.
Whoa!
Sorry, go ahead, Min.
Stop desecrating this place.
Okay.
And I just slowly let it back down. And then I'm going
Thank
to
you.
push it back into its spot.
Oh. You just put that in your visible pocket right there.
DM,
Yes.
Tyr worshipped in Origin.
Yes.
Can we have like can I have like a history or religion, whatever roll to like how much I know about Tyr?
Sure. Go ahead.
My family, is like the law people. I got a 12 on the dice.
All right.
Plus 1, 13.
I mean, Tyr is a very commonly worshipped deity to this day in Ordrin. Most judges, most cities worship Tyr.
Is there anything notable
sorry.
about him?
Any what?
Anything notable about him?
I mean, Tyr is the god of justice and order.
Yeah. What does he look like?
Nobody knows what Tyr looks like. Nobody knows what any of the gods look like.
Okay.
Any common prayers or rituals, especially involving scales, that he would know of, or that Aster might know of?
You would be aware, with Tyr's... Sorry, hold on a second. To answer you first there, Min. Tyr is usually depicted as almost from our mentally, almost a Father Time-esque figure, as a frail man with a great flowing white beard, but still quite toned, holding scales within his hand.
Okay.
The idea for many people being that while Tyr himself may appear weak, that his strength comes not from his body, but from justice and order.
Said he appears weak.
Yes,
Cool.
usually as a weak, frail old man.
Okay.
You would be at least somewhat aware, Aster, that with the scales being his symbol, that with anything with justice, with order, that for every action there must be a reaction, that every punishment should have, that every crime should have a punishment of equal bearing. No more, no less.
So murder gets you murdered.
What is the writing on the walls? You said it was common, elvish, and dwarvish?
Yes. From the Elvish, you would see a few, some just appear to be days spent here.
Yeah, like just a...
Which, yes, you see 3 months.
Ooh.
Others appear to be prayers that have been carved in. Tyr, watch over us. Tyr, please protect us. Tyr, smite the demons. Others appear to be more general prayers, almost protective auras. This is a consecrated temple of Tyr, and no evil shall pass.
Hmm. What about in common?
Very much, most of the same. Maybe not as articulate, but all of them. It appears just these sigils, these protections have been written out in all 3 languages.
All right, this might be a strange one, but everyone who's taken a sentient life in the past, say week, let's all back out of the room.
Taking a what?
Taken a sentient life. Anybody who's stained with sin. Does anybody start to move out?
Ruslem walked out.
Aster will walk out as well. He killed some of the goblins. The first
Min's good.
goblins. Are you?
Yeah.
You didn't kill any of the goblins in the first...
In my mind, I am good.
Okay. Singorn? Or do we not have Singorn at the moment, Pineapple Chair?
Yes, I'm here. Did you say this was it?
Everybody morally
Did you
dubious.
say anything that has sin has to leave?
Well, anybody morally dubious, perhaps.
I'm not morally dubious.
All right. I guess Aster and Ruslem.
Okay, sure you aren't.
Like it.
Aster and Ruslem leave the
Alright,
room.
just because I have sin in my name doesn't mean I'm always casting sins. God, more than these fools, I swear.
Yeah, so the two sinister people in the party, Ruslem and Aster, leave the room to allow the goody two-shoes.
And it appears that Singorn has as well.
Singorn. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't see that you moved yourself
because you
up.
said
Okay.
anything that has sin has to leave. So there's sin in my name, so I'm leaving.
All right,
That's
I don't
not
know
what the implication was.
If the two of you could, I don't know, push real hard down on some of the altar and maybe just mix and match a little, see if it does anything.
Flex, do you want to do that?
Sure.
I just don't get it. It's a scale. It measures things.
Yeah, it measures sin and crime and stuff. It's tier. And, you know, if it measures that you have sin, perhaps it denies access.
Oh well, I'll sit on one of these things. Do you want to sit on the other one, Flex?
Sure.
All right, so the two of you sit on. The moment you get on, Flex, to the opposite one of Min, you immediately shoot up to the other side.
See, you got more sin than me.
If she's a witch.
Or I don't know, maybe sit on ones that aren't paired. Aster's kind of leaning in. I probably shouldn't be looking. Never mind.
Okay, fine. I'll sit on. Can we leave now, guys? It's an altar to a god.
As
That's
you
not
sit,
worshiping.
as you sit on opposite sides, you both sit. The other sides go straight up.
Yeah, they're scales, guys. They're just scales. Sometimes a scale is just a scale.
And sometimes an altar is just an altar, and a wall is just a wall.
Unless you're gonna like cut off your hand or something as like and put it on there. I don't pull out your
Well,
heart.
yeah.
He said he used to measure your heart against a feather.
Are you guys done in there?
I've been done in here for a long time. Are you guys done having us be done in here?
Yeah, I've been done for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and this is where we're going to end the session tonight.
Cool. Hey
Okie
guys, fun gameplay thing.
Sean's just sitting here going like, yes, inspect the altar more.
If one of you thinks this would be I'm not sure. No, Min would want to do it. I don't know.
What? Spill.
Can I speak meta very quick? I mean, we're out. Whatever. What if we use the left gauntlet of Tyr and cast Revivify on the poor sap in the bell tower?
You mean Simon?
Can't work.
Oh wait, that was a ghost. Never mind, he was a ghost, not a body.
The hand go through, and on top of that, revivifies just 1 minute, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's like he just coming back to life and then dying and coming back to life and dying. And he
I
hasn't
just-
died in a minute.
I just want to go chat with him and see if he responds to the name Simon.
Simon
Simone.
says.
It's actually Simone.
Yeah, I say bring him the book and read a passage.
I think
or
there's
something.
probably something to do with the scales, but I don't think Min was the right target to bring in with.
I don't think.
Why? Because I'm purer than you? You weigh too much with your sin?
Yeah. You're the pure one.
Honestly, I
mean,
do think
is
Flex
this-
is the most pure out of all of us. I believe
Okay,
Min
here's
wanted
the-
us to murder a bunch of people that came and attacked us not too long ago. And eventually we convinced her not to. So I don't know
Is
if
it
it's
something
sin
we
based
can
off
just
of sin.
message you about?
Is what stuff we can about.
Like, could we just occasionally like put in the Frontier Company like, hey, what if we try this?
Sure, absolutely.
Given that we've got like, I don't know if Singorn wants to ritual cast anything. Like, we might have just a little bit of time to like futz about with it.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to close
So,
down the stream real quick.
Next week, guys, I may or may not be around Tuesday.
Yeah.
I've got a shoot Tuesday. It's only supposed to run at the latest until 5 to 6.